hell does that sound? It's like a water, like a faucet or something. Let's see. Let me put another track. Let me turn on this light. Turn on some light. Battle. Turn on that light. I don't want to offset it. Yeah, I'm going to offset it that way. There you go. Now for the thumbnail. All right. Turn that off. Lower that volume. All righty. I'll put it up here for now. If you haven't seen my review on the radio, it is my last video that I posted. Oh man, this light is really bright. Let me try a different mode. I don't like that one. I'll try the blue looking one maybe. Also this guy. I forgot, people. Here we go. One other light. I'm gonna turn on a few lights here. Because I have the curtains down. I have the curtains down today. Yeah, two watching. Oh well. It is what it is. Hello, David's Radio Room. I hope you're doing well. I got the curtain down, so that's why it looks kind of. As you can see, I put the curtains down. Getting ready to hunker down for the cold season now. Of course, over here is the window pass through, going through the window. Now I have the curtains, so now that pass through is gonna keep this room sealed. I seal that pass through, so no draft, no critters is gonna go through that pass through. Yeah. Well, I'm doing well. Today is 79 degrees outside. It was gonna hit 80 today, and then we're gonna get cold after tonight. We're gonna start getting cold air coming in here. So that's the end of that. Warm weather, I think, after today. Yeah. So I think after today, that's it. We're gonna get cold spell. I'm kind of fed up with the warm weather now. I could wait till next spring. I want the cold weather to come in already, actually. I just want to turn on my furnace already. Yeah, I'm sick of the humidity already. I still got water still coming in, a little bit of trickling water still coming in the basement because the ground is still saturated. Even though we haven't had rain for a few days, still getting a little water trickling in. So every so often, I got to turn on the pump because it's like a sump pump pit. It's filling up with water, but it takes a few hours for it to fill up. So that ground is still saturated with water. So any significant amount of rain is just gonna, So that's why I want the because usually September, October, around here it gets very humid. I gotta fix that ceiling up there too. So I gotta bubble up there with the latex. It's just humidity. It's just I'm sick of it. I'm just ugh. I don't mind warm weather. I like warm weather. It's just the humidity I can't stand. Even when it's not warm and we still get humidity, it's just I just hate it. So I hope everybody's doing well. 2 people watching, 2 likes. Thank you for watching. And I'm on time today. I'm on time today. I'm thinking about doing a Halloween show. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. So don't mark it on your calendar yet, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about a Halloween show. I have a couple of ideas I'm thinking about. So I don't want to wait for James Farley if he's gonna come on. I shot a few videos the night before, including a review of this radio, the Gradio R10. Yeah, 100 likes would be nice. So I made a review of this radio. Of course, once again, Gradio with the shortwave band. The same thing with the T26 radio and this radio. Not very good at shortwave at all. This one, especially with the 50 kilohertz, 50 kilohertz wide, that's just not acceptable. I heard like maybe 2 stations on this thing on shortwave. Although I was in the basement, and those, of course, stations that you could pick up with any radio, any shortwave radio. So, that's the wow, this is bright. I gotta put it up ahead. So yeah, see, and yeah. So the shortwave, even though they reach back to me. Hello, Chelsea Barracuda. Nanny, just a quick hello from Get in Ireland. I can't stay much, but saying I appreciate what you do and your effort you put in. Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you for the kind words, Chelsea. And so I was very disappointed on the shortwave on this radio. Everything else works fine. FM is above average. Well, no, I said average, right? Average. Yeah, FM is okay. It's not FM stereo. And AM band is good on this. I was able to listen to the long distance stations on this. But again, the spacing, I mean, I don't expect much from when I received this radio. I didn't expect much from it because, as you can see, there is no bandwidth filtering on this radio. Is not really for that. This is more of a kitchen type radio. It makes a good Bluetooth speaker. So my review on that was spot on. And they contacted me about it. They did tell me it was about 5 days ago. It was about I think it was the day before I shot the video, actually, 3 days ago. They were telling me that they were going to fix the shortwave band. They were going to narrow it down to 5 kilohertz. And, I say, we'll see. But this model doesn't have that. It's a 50 kilohertz. That's just too wide. Basically, it's unusable on the shortwave. So I don't know. Let me see what the next radio is for radio. What if they're gonna send me another radio after 2 not the greatest reviews in the world, but I'm gonna keep it fair. I always say that you be fair, be honest, and I just can't. I can't say it is the greatest radio ever. I'm not gonna say that. And I noticed there's another channel. Actually, there's a couple of channels that made a review on this. No, actually, there's a second review for that radio. But I'm not gonna be like the other channels. Some channels actually said there's a great radio. I'm not gonna say that it's not a great radio. At best, it's a good radio for because of some of the unique features it has, like the relaxation sound of the white noise. That's if it wasn't for that, to me it would be just another Bluetooth speaker radio. And Jim Radio Check also mentioned that I like it because it has all the buttons on the top. So I could see myself putting this in the kitchen or something. Maybe in the kitchen counter or something like that. That's about it. Or when I'm outside, if we like in the summertime having a barbecue, I want to put a Bluetooth speaker out, the small one. I could just take this one. I'll use this as a Bluetooth speaker because it is a good Bluetooth speaker. But that's about it. And I've been using it every day for listening. This light is very. It's not the light. It's this radio. This radio is very bright white. It's a very bright white radio. So that's my review. That was my review on it, and and that's the end of that. And then, of course, that same night, I tried to repair this radio, and I made a video on it, but unfortunately, there's something else going on with this radio. I did take out the ceramic filter. I'll show you. Let me put this down for a minute. Man, I'm kind of like sniffles today. This weather's been crazy. You see, it was 10 of them. Okay, focus. Okay, it's not going to focus right now. Jesus Christ. Not getting any help today, am I? Here we go. Oh, man, I just want to see. Okay, there you go. You see the numbers? All right. Because this is, I had to buy 10 pack. They don't sell the one individual one. So it's like $8.99 for a pack of 10. So this is a ceramic filter. This is the way it looks with the pins. Here we go again with the focus thingy. Let me try it again. Man, I really need to get a camera that can focus. As you can see, it's 4 pins on top and 1 is at the bottom, right? It's like 5 pins. And I swapped it out. Of course, what happened to me was I don't have a real. First of all, I have a crappy soldering thing. I have one of those old Radio Shack soldering. For the solder sucker, I had an old manual. You know, the manual spring loaded. They call it solder sucker, and it broke. Although I had took out the chip already, I was just trying to clean it up, and the solder sucker broke on me. And I didn't have a wick or anything like that. Which now I'm gonna look into purchasing all that. So I did replace it. So I did take out the old one. You can see the display now. It's working. I took out the old one because what happened with the old one is I couldn't hear the weather band. It was just squealing. When I turn on it, you hear squealing. Squeal. You want to hear? You don't hear anything on there. So I swapped it out. I removed the old chip. I put that one in, and fortunately, the squealing went away, but this cannot pick up any station on the weather band. I'll show you. Let's see if I can. Oh my! Here we go. Don't tell me the battery. It just went dead on me. Okay, here we go. It's booting up. It boots up. Okay, so it's version 5. Anybody wants to know what version it is? This is version 5. Okay. So now we go to menu. I'm gonna go to channel. I'm gonna select. It's on. See the frequency? 162.550. And if I put the volume up, oh, can't do it while I'm. Anyway, so I fixed that part. You can hear the static. Unfortunately, you can hear the static. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't pick up anything. So there's something else going on with it. You can hear the static. So right now it's again useless. So I'm done with it. I'm just gonna keep it for spare parts. If I ever come across another one, I'll just use this one for spare parts. Because I'm not gonna break my head trying to fix this. Not really. So I got rid of that thing, but now it's just not. He's not picking up any band. I tried all 7 channels. The strongest one over here is channel 7. Oh, is it channel 7? Yeah, I believe it's channel 7. I don't have enough. Well, I'll try it on my scanner in a few minutes. Actually, I want to try it on my scanner. Let me leave it right here. Actually, and I even went outside with it. So no way. Even this one can pick up at least. Even this little radio can at least pick up one weather channel. Because he's not, this one has weather band. Yeah, outside I can pick up at least 1 or 2 weather channels with this one. Especially one, the strongest one. This one cannot pick up any of them. So either this radio is very insensitive, not sensitive, but I can't believe that, because why would they sell a weather radio that can't pick up anything? I think there's something else going on with the radio. I looked at all the capacitors when I took it out; they all look fine, but just visually inspecting them is not enough. And yeah, so it's working, but it's not picking up anything. So I know I need to invest on a new soldering gun. Actually, I've seen some that's a combination of a soldering and it has a suction, the solder removing thing. I'm gonna look into something like that, although that's a lot more expensive. Definitely makes the job a lot easier. Just using the old-fashioned spring-loaded soldered sucker is not gonna work. And it broke. Mine's broke. I already took out most of it, and the spring it broke. It flew off the thing. It just fell apart. It fell apart on me, literally. And I had that thing for a few years. My brother had given it to me for Christmas a few years ago. Not even a few years ago, like 15 years ago. It was a Christmas gift. It was that and a soldering iron from, it was a Radio Shack. Old Radio Shack soldering iron with the solder sucker. It was like a little kit. And it fell apart on me. But I got to remove it and put the other one in. So now I'm gonna look into buying one. I'm gonna buy, because of course and I only had to remove one. Yeah, had to do. That's why I never did capacitor, like remove capacitors from a whole bunch. I just can't do it one by one with that thing. It's just tedious. You need something more up to date. So I'm gonna look into buying something like that in the future. So that's on my list now. Brand new soldering thing. I also need a magnifying glass with a light. That's another thing I don't have. I had a magnifying glass years ago. I gave it to my brother, and I regret it. I wish I had that thing now. But I want one with the light anyway. I want one with the light. I even want one with the it has like a little alligator clip that could hold the part. That's another issue I had. Man, I didn't realize how bad my eyes were when I was trying to remove the chip. And not good lighting. So I had to make a note of that. It was a lot harder than what I thought for me. Because like I said, I was using a simple soldering iron and a cheap spring-loaded solder sucker. It was just horrible. So no video on that, unfortunately. Anyway, everything is off. Actually, I'm gonna remove. You know what? Maybe just remove the battery. I'm gonna remove the battery. Why even have the batteries at this point? Yeah. So I guess no video on this one. I shot the whole video, everything. I still have it. It's just the final outcome was it was not received. If it would have been, if I would have received the station on it, it would have been a success. But the fact that they still cannot receive one station, there's something else going on with it. So it's just gonna sit there and collect dust now until I come across another one. But I learned my lesson. I'm definitely not gonna get the 100. The W100. I bought, like I said, I bought that in Goodwill for $2.99. And I spent $8. Well, with tax and everything, it was like $10. $10 for this. Lesson learned on it. Yeah, I did gain a little knowledge on something. So overall, about $13. Yeah, $13 well spent. But I will not buy another WR100. If I see one on a Goodwill, unless they're giving it to me, I'm not gonna buy another one. No, I'm not buying another one. No, because I read so much about these radios, Midland radios, and that's true because I had a Midland ER 310. They're not the best weather radios in terms of like sensitivity. They're not the best. I'm gonna say that because from what I read, because when I was replacing that thing, I did some research. I looked around. I read some forums. A lot of people don't like Midland radios in terms for weather. They're not the best weather radios out there. They're not. I don't think they are. They make good handhelds and things like that, and they make good, like GMRS radios. And I seen some there, and they're okay. But I think dedicated weather radios, they seem to make quite a few of them. But from what I heard, they're not the most sensitive radios. I mean, I could be wrong on that, especially the earlier models. They had a lot of issues. They had a lot of issues with them. So also you have okay, because I read, because I had a Midland ER 310, and it's a it was the red one, a little emergency radio, it cranking. I noticed that it was not very sensitive. I would pick up like maybe one or two stations on there. When I had other type radios that had weather in it, and I would pick up more on those radios. So, but I thought it was just that radio. I didn't think that radio, even on a couple of, even on I think AM, it was not all that. That's why I wanted. My brother wanted it. I just sold it to him, and then like for example, my CC Pocket. Where is it at? Where's the CC Pocket? It's probably where is it at? Oh, it's up there. Believe it or not, that one is not bad on the weather band. It's not that bad, and it has no antenna. It's an internal antenna it has, and it picks up. I picked up at least 3 stations on that one while I'm outside, and that one doesn't even have a whip antenna. And so I don't know. Maybe I just don't. I didn't have good luck with the Midland. I mean, I look into maybe getting another one. But I'm definitely not gonna get the 100. And if I see it, I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna avoid it like the plague. Because I started looking up on it. There were issues with it, especially the version. The version, I think they had the version 1, version 2. They had a whole bunch of. That one, when you boot it up, it says version 5. So, all right, let me read some of the posts, and then I'm gonna. 7 people watching, 5 likes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for watching. And hello, Bobby. Hello, Glenn Dantzler. Robert Varner. Hello. Excuse me. Yeah. So Glenn Dantzler from hot and dry South Carolina. Okay, and welcome, Glenn Dantzler. And Bobby from Morgan City, Louisiana. Welcome, Robert Varner. And go down here. Everybody's talking to themselves there. So Davis Radio, my Midland radio works fine. Weather radio works fine. I had to retire my old Radio Shack radio. Same, did not work. Oh, okay. So the image the alert thing. Yeah. So I don't know. Something else going on with that radio now. So, but I did fix the squealing, because before, when you turn on the radio and you try to go to the weather band, it would just squeal. So I did fix that problem. So there's something else going on with it, but I'm not gonna break my head over it. Maybe I'll look it up in a couple of days. Um, how to improve the sensitivity of that radio. I even tried it with an external. So before anybody brings it up, I did try it with an external. I hooked that up to the discone. I use this guy, this Franken adapter. I use this Franken adapter. See, it's from SO 239 all the way down to this. What they call this? This is like audio jack. So I had a cable that goes, like the phono, the stereo cables, phono cables. So they go see it to the back of that radio. That back of the radio is like this. So I had, of course, I use the old phono cable or stereo cable, whatever you want to call it. Once you hook up on your stereo system, like your tape deck to your receiver. So I have one end to this, and then this went to the discone. Nothing. So it's not the antenna. I even replaced the antenna too. With the screwdriver. I took out the screw and I put the whip, the new whip. So nothing works. So I did fix it, but it just doesn't pick up any stations. Yeah, I know it looked promising, but so this is a Franken adapter. Because I didn't have an adapter to go from here to here. So I had to go from this to BNC to a BNC union to a BNC to F connector, or what is 75 ohm connector, 75 ohm connector to this stereo, whatever you're gonna call it. I don't know what they call that. The phono jack. I don't know what it's called. So I did the whole, and then I just hooked up the cable and nothing. So I left it together because I need it in the future. You find a connector somehow, you put it together, you make an adapter. Yeah. And hello, Autism Radio. Halloween in 24 days. I don't think it's 24 days. I think it's 3 days away now. So I don't know. I'm thinking about a Halloween stream or not. I don't know yet. I've been busy this last few days. And of course, unfortunately, the whole video I shot the whole video. I made a whole bunch of takes. But at the end result was, if I would have received the station, I would have had the video uploaded by now. But the fact that I couldn't receive one station, to me, that's not a success. If you can't receive a station, what's the point of even posting the video? Yeah, I can show you how to remove the thing, but once it didn't receive a station, I said, oh my God, all this for nothing. I don't want to say for nothing because I did learn something. I did learn a few things. One, I need a new soldering device. I need a desoldering device too. I can't use that stupid manual spring. Anyway, it broke. So it's moot point. I need one anyway. So now I'm gonna have to look into investing into something like that. But I also want to get a magnifying glass with the light. Also I want to get some. So I'm gonna need a workbench. It goes back to having a workbench. I had to do that, and I also did that on the top of the. I don't have a workbench per se. That's another thing I need to look into. I need to find an area where I could have a workbench. And that's why when people was telling me, "Oh, you need to replace the capacitor," I look at them like, "Yeah, I wish I can replace capacitors and do all these things. I just don't have the room for it right now. I don't have the room to set up an area where I can do that." So, and I have a couple of tube radios down there that I can do that. So, all right, let me read over here. So, yes, James Farley, hello. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Too bad about that white radio. Look, yeah. Oh, you talking about this one? Yeah, I know. Overall, it's it's a good radio. It's just that the shortwave band is bad. 50 kilohertz is too wide, and I stumbled upon that. I wasn't known about that. I went to I forgot where I read it somewhere. It was I think it was a forum or something. I forgot where. And it said that the 50, because I was tuning, because in the basement with any shortwave radio portable with a telescoping whip, I can pick up at least the strong ones, even in the basement. And this one, I wasn't picking up anything. I was like, what is going on with this radio? Finally, that was not, I think it was like the first day I used it. I tried and I didn't pick up any. So I said, let me see. Maybe I'll try again. And then I tried different time, a different day. And finally I picked up a couple of strong stations. But it was a pain just to tune it. So shortwave, the fact that it's that wide is not, can't use it. Can't use it for shortwave. And I'm not gonna bash the radio because everything else worked fine. Everything else worked fine. It's just shortwave. It's just bad. And unfortunately, that's the second radio that I had. If they're watching, you need to fix the shortwave bands. So this is the second radio I have from them. The T26, same thing with the shortwave band. It's not good. It's not a good shortwave radio. I know they want to market the shortwave radio. Maybe they should focus more on that. Because they're both not good. They're not good at all. I mean, how can something like this be very exceptional on shortwave? Even with the telescoping, I know this, and this has flaws too, in terms of sense, the overloading and all that. But a lot of portable radios had, and this one cannot even pick up, a couple of them consistently. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna bash it, but so yeah, it shows some promise. So it's too bad. Yeah, it is. Yes, Halloween's in 3 days. Amir, I recently got myself a handheld. And hello, Amir, and welcome. Hello, I recently got myself a handheld radio, but I don't have any amateur radio license. Is it illegal to just turn on the radio and only listen? I will. Will I get a fine? No. You can listen. Any transceiver, you can listen to anything. As long as you don't transmit on it, you're not breaking any laws. Okay. So like when I first bought my first transceiver out of all of them was this one. I bought this a few years ago. And all I did was listen. Okay. So you can listen to any transceiver you have. You can listen to as long as you don't, And for example, I don't know what radio you're talking about, but this one you could disable. This one in the menu, you could disable the PTT. You can disable this one. So, accidentally, you don't, hit it by accident. You can disable it. Of course, like, tabletop transceiver, you just take off the microphone, But a handheld like this, you can disable the PTT. So you don't accidentally, transmit or anything like that. I believe all handhelds, you can disable it. I think. I'm not sure. I know this one you can. You can disable it. So no, it's not illegal. You can listen to anything on there. You can listen to whatever whatever comes across. You can listen to it. Of course, like for example, this one right here. This one has weather band, so I can listen to weather. No weather on it. This one also has. If I remember, you can listen to weather on this. I mean, actually, I'm really scared to actually. Yeah, so you could look up how to disable it. I don't know what radio you have, what transceiver you have. You have a handheld. Obviously, you mentioned that. So I'm sure there's a look it up. I don't know what model you have. Look it up, and there's something in the menu or some kind of a way where you can disable it. It'll allow you to disable it. I never got to do it with this one because I just never use this that often. I do have a license now, so I can. I do have a license now, and I can talk on this. However, if you really Just look up your model. There should be a way in the menu to disable it. Yeah, and I even you check the manual, but I would just go online. I would just maybe somebody has a video on it or something. Maybe it's a shortcut. Maybe you have to press down and hold something. Maybe it could be a hidden menu. I don't know. Most of them, I think they do have. Don't quote me on that, but I know this one does have a way to disable it because a lot of people do buy these just to listen, and they don't know that it's a transceiver also, and you might. But yeah, you can listen to them. So that particular one, I believe that one I could. That's the early one. So that one, I think I can go down to the air bands. I think that one also has FM. I could listen to FM radio on that one. I believe FM radio. I think Noah, I could listen to that too. It has a few things on there. Same thing with this one. Let me take it out here without. Same thing with this one. This one I could listen to. This one has weather. This one I can listen to the air band, I believe. And also, of course, it's a transceiver. I think also FM. I'm not sure if I can listen to FM on this one. But yeah. So you have the Kenwood TH78E. So yeah, I will look at the manual. If it's not in the manual, I would just look it up. Maybe on a forum. Just Google like how to disable PTT. Let me see. Let me see. The first one, let me look at that model. Actually, before I do that, let me read a couple of things. Hello, radio ID scans. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Amir. So let me. Okay. I'm gonna start using another browser. I really don't like Google anymore. I'm starting to really Google's starting to annoy me. Just to uh, I'm not concerned about privacy as much, but sometimes they really get very intrusive. Like no matter how many times I try to disable something, it's just annoying. Yeah, so yes, I will look it up. I'm trying to see if I could. So I don't want to spend the whole afternoon looking for that. Because I don't have that radio. But if I had it, I would look at it. Well, in my case, it doesn't matter because I have a license. So QRZZQ, CQ, excuse me. Oh, but that's the TM7. I mean, TM version 7. That's not it. Yes, I will look into the manual and see if you could disable it. There should be a way to disable it. I don't want to click on these sites because I hate going to these sites with the manual sites and you open up a PDF. I don't like opening up PDFs often because especially some websites. PDF are known to anyway. I don't want to get to that. 'Cause it happened to somebody I knew, a YouTuber. He opened up a PDF from an email, and he claimed he lost his crypto, which I find that hard to believe. I don't know. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of text. I'm not reading all this now. Sorry. Yeah, I would just look it up. I'll look it up. Um, you know, and in my case, when I did buy that radio, I had in mind that I was eventually going to get my license. You know, But yeah, you can any transceiver you can own it, you can listen to it. You just can't transmit on it. That's all. Oh, okay. So you found a similar model. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I will look. There has to be a way to disable it. Yeah. Yeah. Now, don't be afraid not to use the radio. Just be conscious that until you disable it. I mean, I use this radio when I first bought. I used it a few times. I never was tempted to use this. And if you press it by accident, big deal. So what? They're not gonna come knocking down your door. And okay, so you accidentally press it. So what? I'm gonna say don't. Just keep in mind that I wouldn't be afraid of using a radio for that. You know, but maybe that may be motivation for you to get your license. At least to like I said, I need to study for my job. I haven't even. I've been busy. I have a lot of work to do. This after this after today. I gotta paint. There's a room I have to paint downstairs. I have to prep it and all that. I'm moving stuff up here right now. I just cleaned out this room and I'm moving stuff up here now. Filling out this room again with more stuff because I have to paint this room down there. So yeah, I would just enjoy using your radio. Just be mindful that you just can't transmit. That's all. Not a big deal. And anyway, thank you for the question. Okay, it looks like a nice radio. So I was looking at it. TH78E. So let me turn on a few things here. The other thing is also the power supply thing. Let me show you. Actually, I'm going to raise this table. Let me raise the table. Let me stretch. 43 minutes in the books. 8 people watching. Okay. Maybe I'll go up a little bit more. No, I wouldn't be afraid of it. I mean, even if you accidentally hit it, what are the chances? It's not like you're broadcast. It's not like you're actually talking through it and all that. If you accidentally hit it, so what? It happened to me a million times that I accidentally hit the button or something. Who knows? I wouldn't worry about that. They're not gonna go after you. They're gonna go after somebody that's talking actively on it and they're not licensed. Then you breaking the law. So if you're talking on it knowingly, they're gonna go out. That's the person they're gonna go after. They're not gonna go for somebody. They're not gonna go after somebody that just inadvertently, hit the button. Especially on an amateur band. It's not like you're not transmitting on some kind of emergency frequency or anything like. It's not like anything like that. I wouldn't worry about it. Don't worry. I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about that. And eventually, when you get your license, then as you can see, I hooked up the board, the Songhe power board to that computer power supply, and it's hooked up to the CB radio there. Okay. So, oh, sorry, let me turn off this. Turn it on right here. So you can see it has a power light on it. And there you go. Okay. So it's working. Again, I would not use this to for a transceiver to I would not use it for a transceiver normally. Of course, a CB radio is technically a transceiver, even though you don't need a license for it. But I would not use that. I would not, it's only for listening until I buy a more adequate power supply. Because plus it's freaking ugly. It's kind of ugly looking. It takes up a lot of space. But it's good to have it as on a pinch. You know, if you need an extra power supply and you don't have one and you have this type of board, this is $8, $7.99. This board. And rather than butchering one up, I just repurpose it for now. Because of course I'm using the other two power supplies down there. I have one for my Yaesu and I have the other one from my G90. So until I buy a third one, which I will eventually buy one, I just have to use this one for now. Okay. So I just want to show you guys that because I got actually a couple of questions on it. But I would not use it, I would not use that board. I would not use this for transmitting. I would not use that. I just don't feel confident. I don't feel comfortable with putting unnecessary power, because I read when I bought this, I read a couple of posts, and actually it was a review on it. Somebody posted that they were using this for the transceiver, and it got hot, and it melted the plastic on the case. But he put a case on it. He 3D printed a case for that board, and he was obviously he was transmitting on it, and he said it got hot and it melted it. But that could be because of that. One, I wouldn't use it for that. I just don't feel comfortable using that in a transceiver. I mean transmitting on it. Now for the CB, I just listen to it. I don't use the CB, but again, that's me. I would not use it for a transceiver. I wouldn't feel comfortable, especially if you have expensive transceiver, like $600 or more, whatever. They're expensive. I would not use that for that. I wouldn't risk it. Just get a good power supply for it. I mean, you invested money in a transceiver, might as well invest money in a good power supply. So I just want to make that clear to people, because I want people to think that, I fried my radio because you with the stupid board. No, I'm letting you know clearly that I would not use this board for transmitting transceivers. I have the CB radio there, but I'm only listening to it, and it can handle that. That's not, even if I were to transmit on that CB radio, what is it, like 5 watts, whatever it is, not even that. 3 watts. I forgot what it is. I think it's 3 watts. So not a big deal. But me personally, I'm not comfortable using that for that purpose. I want to use that. I would just go ahead and buy a, power supply, for that. So I'm just using that just to listen. Like I eventually I'll probably use that for my scanner, one of my scanners. I could switch that too. It's just that my scanners already have a wall wart plug. I will feel comfortable with that on my scanners, but I have wall warts on this scanner and this scanner. They have wall warts already. It's just this one needs the power supply. So I just use that board with of course you can butcher. You don't even need the board. You can butcher up a computer power supply and just add a couple you got the other thing is you got to separate all the wires, and I didn't want to do all that. Just put the board, and it works for me. And I could always reuse the power supply in the future for another computer if I need to. And hello, Tasso. Hope you're doing well. And Amir, another question. What is the most difficult thing to learn when studying for getting licensed? I don't know where you're located at. For me, the technician license was kind of easy. And I'll tell you why. For me, I already had a background in radio. I've been, radio hobby and all that. It depends on your skill level. Of course, I had a background in electronics, basic electronics. I have background, so I can read a schematic even before, so those type of things. You know, like the more background you have, it'll be easier for you. You know, now if you have no radio knowledge at all, you have zero electronic knowledge, it might be a little difficult, a little, because the technician license in here is pretty easy. You know, of course, you can just study and memorize them because that's the test too. Test, you got to memorize questions and answers. You know, so the general is a little more for me because a lot of the material, I'm gonna say, a lot of material is boring as hell. That's just me. I'm sorry, just boring. And you know, that's it. And more on my part. It's just laziness on my part. If I just sit down and study for a few weeks, I pass with no problem. I did pass the practice one. You know, when I studied for it, but I just stopped. You know, because it's not that priority for me right now. I'm enjoying the technician license. So you know, but it shouldn't be that difficult. You know. So I mean, yeah, you got kids out there passing. I heard stories about 10 years old, 8-year-old kids passing the test. So it's not that difficult. I found it easy because, like I said, I already had a background in that. You know, so you know, if you have a background and all that, it should not be a problem. All right, so it shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, if they're able to make it difficult remember back then, you had to do the CW, the Morse code requirement, and that was harder back then. Now you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, but that's a good thing too. Although it'd be nice to learn that. So yeah, so there you go. See, David, there was a 5-year-old that passed the test. Yeah, so anybody can pass the test. You know, if you want to you just memorize, question and answer. That's it. You know, in my case, like I said, I already have background in there, so I didn't find it difficult at all. You know, yeah. Let me turn on this one down here too. Let me turn on the computer here. So I'm going to put this radio away over here because I am done with this white radio with the review and all that. So now that's going to go on the shelf eventually somewhere, and that'll sit there until, I don't know, maybe I'll do a giveaway on that radio. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway on this one. But then again, with the shortwave band, I don't want to give somebody this radio and the shortwave band blows. You know, I don't want to do the services to somebody when listening to shortwave on this. So I'll just keep it as a Bluetooth speaker and, So thank you, Gradio, for sending me the radio for review. All right. Let me go down here. So Paul, hello, Paul. Welcome. VT Radio, Paul AA1SU checking in from Northern Vermont. Not contesting today. Okay. So you're talking Amir there? Okay, so I'm not gonna read that. And David said, yeah, 5-year-old. Yeah, because I hear his stories about kids, he's like 5 years old. My son is 8. I can see him passing the test because he's a smart kid. You know, I can see him if he's studying. I can see him passing the test. You know, and I know there's a couple of people knock the U.S. testing requirements. You know that we just gotta. You already have the answer. You just gotta memorize them, and that is true. You just gotta memorize the question and answer, and that's it. You know, in my case, I really did read up on it. I really wanted to not only memorize it, I wanted to learn. You know, it's good to know why. But yeah. Okay, let me turn this on now. Let me switch it and fed. All right, so let me do that. Actually, I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes later. Yeah, so yeah, I wouldn't be afraid to transmit on that command. If you could disable it, but eventually, I would just try to get my license because it's kind of tempting. You're gonna have a transceiver there, and you're gonna be like, "Damn, I want to transmit on that." Eventually, get your license. Like I had the G90, and I only could do stuff on Terminator. And it kind of motivates you to go to the next step. Hello, Solar Peter. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, long time no see. Yes. Yeah. So I'm actually waiting for the SA data D219 to arrive. I ordered it earlier during the week for $10. And Danny, I know you mentioned that you were going to get you was going to go to an previous live stream. Yeah, I was going to get it, but I had to actually buy these. I spent it on this because I had to try to fix that weather radio. So I guess when I get the next Amazon thing, whatever, maybe I'll pick it up. It's just not high on my list right now because I already have one. Even though there's a 9 kilohertz one, I already have one. It's not like I just, I'm not motivated to get it. I mean, eventually I'll pick it up, I know the other day, Tom mentioned me. He mentioned me and Todderberg. We made him go buy the. I said, no, nobody making you go buy the radio. So he bought one. So he reviewed it. And he bought his for like $8. Because it was on sale for, I know it was on sale for like $7 and that. I saw it was on sale for $7.99. I should have bought it then. So I'll probably just get it. I'll probably just order it. I don't know. I'll probably just order it. But I'll wait till Amazon sends me, because I have Amazon affiliate. I have an Amazon storefront. If anybody is on my description, and all my videos are on my description. I have an Amazon storefront, so if you go through there, actually, if you're gonna buy a radio, I prefer you go through there, through my Amazon link. Go through there. At least I get a tiny commission. When I say tiny, I mean very tiny commission. At least it'll help out the channel. I should be mentioning that more often. Yeah, if you go through my Amazon storefront or my Amazon, any link that you go to Amazon, if you buy through there, I get a commission. So that will help the channel immensely. Yeah. So I know you mentioned you were going to get one in the previous live. No, I haven't got it, but eventually I probably will. It's just there's so many radios And like I said, I already made the review on this one, so I don't want to go get that one just to make a review on a 10. It's the same, the same radio. It's just the spacing. So, but I'll probably pick it up. I'll wait till like Amazon put something in my account. I have a few dollars, and then I'll just pull the trigger and get it, maybe something like that. I don't know. It is a nice. It is a very sensitive little radio, though. And that's going to be one of my radios when I take with me. And again, I'm going to go back to one thing. Here we go. And I'm not trying to bash this radio. That radio can pick up tons of shortwave stations. This one can't. You see what I'm saying? It's like... So, one thing about SH Data, I'm going to say, they make good shortwave radios. I'm gonna say they do make good show. I gotta say, SH Data, they make even these radios are very. Even this one, I got the D328 is right here. Right, D328. It's very good at shortwaves. Little radio. This radio is about a little more than that one, but And a medium wave is very nice little radio too. I like this little radio too. So that one, the 219 is actually this one has the card reader. This one can also play MP3s. He has a card reader. Has a card reader and all that. So, well, I'm gonna say SH Data. One thing they do make is I wish radio. I had so far 0 for 2. I had 2 radios from them. They're both not good on shortwave. It's a shame. It's a shame that they're both not good on shortwave radio. It's a shame. Yeah, I know the sound, even through the computer. I know because when I hear it through the computer, it does sound good though. It does sound good. It's just the shortwave band, they can't pick up anything, and it's too wide. And like, if I was an engineer, I mean, that's not. I would not release a radio that the shortwave is like that. I would not do it. As an engineer, I wouldn't do it. I don't know what goes on in these. Sometimes they just rush to put something out there. Everything else on that radio is good. At least, even FM is, it's when I say average, because of 1 or 2 stations that I can pick up with better radios. But shortwave, that is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. When you market that as a shortwave radio, you should be able to be at least good on shortwave, at least usable, and it's not, and that's the problem. Yeah, Tasso, I already had the Texan PL330 with SSB, and I figured another radio wouldn't hurt. Yeah, right. Another radio wouldn't hurt. Yeah, another radio wouldn't hurt. Oh yeah, it does have an earphone jack. I forgot to mention that too. It does. It's right here. Headphone jack. Okay. Yes. I didn't mention that during the review. I don't know. I totally forgot about it until I watched it again. I was like, oh, God. And I didn't even put it on there. But this is right there. That's it. Okay, this thing is focus, bro. See, it says ear. Oh, God, with the focus. Hide my mug. Ear. Anyway, it's wholly unaware. Thank you for being in the chat. And yeah, and thank you for the question. Yeah. Now, I don't know if it's FM stereo because it doesn't say it. It doesn't say it on anywhere in the radio. It's not on the manual, so I don't know if it's stereo. I have not tried. That's one thing I didn't try the earphone because I don't use the earphone thing on it. But yeah, and I forgot to mention that too because I was gonna give this radio more time because I like one more thing about the radio, and I'm gonna wrap it up with this radio. And I always do that. I tell people I want to go through every band on this radio. I want to listen to it for a couple of days here and there and do reception reports. But unfortunately, shortwave just turned me off. When I put on a shortwave, I couldn't pick up anything. And I'm trying to do like a reception video on shortwave, and it's just not working. It got to the point where I said, okay, you know what? I'm not going to string this radio long. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to prolong the review on it. By the second day, I already had a review on this radio. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to wait anymore. And that's it. I just said, I'm going to make the review. That's it. Unlike radio like this one, where, I took it outside to listen to shortwave. I did band scans on this on shortwave. I did a medium wave band scan. Things like that. This one, I wasn't motivated to do any of that. After once, that's just me with my attention span. When I'm trying out new radio, if something really is glaring, something really is bad on it, it'll turn me off. I'll start like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna send the radio back or something. I'm not gonna, and I just couldn't. I couldn't over. You can't overlook that. You just can't overlook the fact that it's not good at shortwave. You know, because I wanted to do a band scan and all that, and you just can't. You can't do a band scan when it only picks up 2 stations or something like that. You just can't. This one, when I did a band scan on there, when I made that video outside, it was right there on the garage roof. This one picked up like a bunch. It was a long video, all the stations I was going through on shortwave, not medium wave, on shortwave, just with the antenna. That's a radio. When I put this one to listen to do a band scan on shortwave, even though it's in the basement, and you cannot come up with one station consistently, that's awful. I'm sorry. I'm going to say it is bad. And I just couldn't. I said, you know what? I just can't. I can't. So I said, you know what? Everything else working? Okay, review. Because that's all it takes for me. Is one glaring thing on something, it'll just not motivate me to, I'll say, okay, you know what? I'm done with this. When you could dedicate a playlist to a radio, that means it's a good radio. And I dedicated a playlist to SS Data. So that tells me SS Data radios are good. I can't dedicate a playlist to, radios that are not that good. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. So they need to work on that. It's just, I make it to the point where I say, you know what? Don't send me another radio if it's not going to be good on shortwave. Before you send me another radio, make sure it works on shortwave. I don't want to sound like that, but it's just like, my thing is time. I don't have much time. I can't be wasting time on something that's just not worth looking into. And I'm not getting compensated by anybody. I'm not getting compensated. They want to send me this. Oh, we're gonna send you this radio. You like you review it? Yeah. And I'm gonna have to raise the bar now, in terms of standards. I'm gonna say, well, if you send me something, don't send me a piece of junk. I'm gonna have to raise that bar. I had someone contacting me yesterday about a power supply. They wanted for me to look at a power supply, which I need. I can use one from one of my transceivers. But then they put, oh, we're gonna reimburse you. And I said, I'm not buying a power supply from. And they put the Amazon link, and they say, oh, if you buy the power supply and you make a review on it, we'll then send you a No, I don't. Like I tell people all the time, you people out there that send me all these things. If you want me to review something, you send it to me. I'm not partially paying for anything. I'm not buying anything I don't need to buy anything, as you can see. Do I need to buy any more stuff? No. You can send it to me. I'm not buying it, and then you're going to reimburse me. It doesn't work that way. Maybe some other channels have the budget for that. I don't have a budget for that. I'm not going to do that. And it was a nice looking power supply. It was like, I think it was like $800. So it was $800. I looked at the price. I was like, wow, $800. So I'm not buying a power supply so I can review it and then you can reimburse me. First of all, I'm not going to spend $800 on a power supply right now. It's not in my budget. If you want me to review it, you can send it to me. I'll review it. And that's it. You're not doing me a favor, people. So stop sending me these things about, we want you to review something, but we want you to buy it. Last time I looked, I don't look like a lollipop. Okay, I'm not a lollipop, so I'm not a sucker. So please stop sending me that nonsense. Some of these makers, they just don't get it. I had one for a microphone. I was looking for a new microphone. Same thing. Oh, we want you to buy it, and then we go, no, I'm not buying it. People get it through your head. I'm not buying anything to review. You want me to review something, you send it. That's it. I'm not buying, I'm not partially paying for anything. I have an audience here. I have live streams every week. I have multiple live streams sometime during the week. I already have an audience. It's on you if you want to see it on the shelf, or you want me to review it. It's on you. I'm not buying for anything. Jesus Christ, these people, like, don't I don't need to buy anything. If you want me to review it, just say, okay, well, give us your address, we'll send it to you. That's it. That's what they did with this desk. This table right here that I'm tapping right now. They went ahead and said, no, we're going to send it to you FedEx. That's it. They came here and then I made a review on it. Just like they sent me the radio. They're not asking me to buy the radio for them to reimburse you. I'm not going through all that. If you're too cheap, I'm going to say, if you're too cheap to even send me the radio for free, then you know what? I don't want to review your product. Okay? I don't want to review it. Okay? So I'm going to make it clear now. If you guys, anybody's watching from many of them makers, I'm not buying your radio to review. Sorry, that's not happening. You want me to review your product, you got to send it to me. That's it. There's no strings attached, nothing. It's not, I want you to make this video and I want you to make this Instagram post. I'm not doing all that. I'm going to, if it's worth talking about it, trust me, I'll promote the hell out of it. If the product, the radio is worth talking about it, I will promote the hell out of it. But if it's a piece of junk, it's going to sit on a shelf somewhere and you're never going to see it again. And you notice the other radio's not up here, the other one that I review. He's not on the shelf. Why? He's not worth it. It's not worth me talking about that radio because it's sitting down there somewhere and it's going to stay down there for just casual listening on that one. That's it. And that's it. It's not going to make it on the shelf. And that's it. By the way, you makers, I'm going to give you another. That's your goal. Your goal is to make it on this shelf. Make it on the shelf. Without you put a sticker of the brand. I'm giving you motivation, makers. Your goal is for your product to wind up on this shelf. That's the advertising you're going to get. If you can't make it on this shelf, then it's a piece of junk. He's not going to, if it doesn't make it here, it's a piece of junk. So that's your motivation for advertising. And there you go. I'm done. All righty. Yeah. Let me go down here. So I also believe the one I got is a 10 kilohertz. Well, you can see it. The 10 kilohertz. Tassel, the 10 kilohertz, you'll see it right here. You see what it says AM? This one is 1620. This is the European 9 kilohertz. You can see this is 9 kilohertz because it's right here. It says it right here. If yours is the USA version, it's going to say 520 to 1710. Okay, so you'll see it right there. You'll see it right there. So the USA one is 520 to 1710. See, this is the 9 kilohertz one. And the USA version also, or the North American version, also, it also has 2 FM bands, by the way. They didn't change that. They changed this. Okay? So if you're not sure, just look at the band right here. It'll say it. 1710 ends at 1520 or 520 or 530 to 1710. I forgot. But this one, obviously, this one is the 9 kilohertz one. This is the European, this is the 9 kilohertz version. I say European, but you know what I mean. The global, the rest of the world. Okay? So that's how you know. If you're not sure, just look at the dial and you'll see it. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. I went on a little rant there with the, but I they got to stop sending me these emails. Like, because I'm looking, oh man, I want to review something. And then I read the bottom and it says, yeah, we'll reimburse you. No. I just say, I'm not even going to reply to it. I didn't even reply to it. I said, I'm not going to bother. So please don't send me stuff that you're gonna review. Want me to review? You want me to reimburse it? You know what, Compass? When I had to take my time out of my day to review something, that should be enough for you. Motivate you. Okay, this guy's gonna take his time to make a video and do a. It's not. One more time for this radio. Here we go. When I spend days listening to this radio, I had to plan the review. I had to go through all the bands and everything. Yeah, that takes time, folks. It takes time. It takes time that I could be doing something else. And I'm not knocking down. I'm telling the other people in general, other makers out there watching right now. So I'm not gonna buy something and then wait for you to reimburse me. That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So stop sending me those requests. It's not gonna happen. I have enough content. I have enough content for years right here. So you're not doing me a favor. Some of these people, they don't have a brain or something. I don't know what it is. They just don't think before they write to me. It's just, yeah. So, Salar Peter, yeah, long time no see. Amir, thanks for answering my question. I have a background in electronics, so I guess it'll be easier, especially the technicals. Yeah, absolutely. And it's not that many questions on there. I think the technician part, the schematic, I think it was only 3 questions out of the maybe 3, and they're easy questions. I mean, really basic. There's basic electronic things like that. Very basic. You'll do fine. You'll pass it. Radio ID scan. Hello, Danny. What's the best radio you ever own? Depends on what band. Of course, in terms of of course, the tabletops are the better radios. Even though this one is not a tabletop, it's a big, it's a portable. It's good. It's not the best radio that I have. So in terms of shortwave, I think the tabletops, and of course the SDR. I keep saying it all the time. What's the SDR? Where's the SDR right here? SDR. In terms of all these radios, if I had a choice between all these radios, I would take this one. Only because, again, there's a wideband radio up to 2 gigahertz all the way down to the long wave. 100 kilohertz up to 2 gigahertz is sensitive on, depending on the antenna, because this one, obviously, you're going to need antenna. This is, if you only could take one radio out of all these, which I would take this one. Because this one can do it all. Scanner, I can use this as a scanner. I can listen on great shortwave is great on everything. There's not this one checks all the boxes. So I would just say this one. And it would be not even close by a mile. That's how much the SDR is. That's how great that SDR is. Until you haven't listened to an SDR like this, you're missing out on. This picks up anything that I just, for example, a long wave, just going down to the long wave band to all the way down to VLF. None of these radios can do that. They just can't. They just don't go that low. This one can. So that's that alone. And also all the way up there. You can do everything with that. I can track planes. Of course, air traffic, you can monitor. You can do that on airband, but it's just, that checks all the boxes for me. SDR. So until you don't get an SDR, I tell people all the time, all these radios are good and whatever. until you get an SDR. That's a whole night. Plus, you get to see it right there in front of you, because then you see signals that you normally won't be able to. You'll go through. You can see it right there, and you can just click on it and listen. So it's a whole different thing with SDR. So I would say the SDR. All right. What was that? What was that at? Oh man, skipped all that. Skip. Yeah, radio IDs. Okay. Tasso, I saw the review you did on. Let me put the camera back over here. Sorry. I saw the review you did on that radio yesterday. I must say, it sounds it sounds good, but shortwave. Yeah, the relaxation sounds are pretty unique. And that's that's the good thing about that radio was the that's the only and again you can put in the comment, you can put on the chat, whatever. Let me do something also while I'm talking about that. Yeah, so that radio, for example, let me just put this link on the description. I mean on the chat. I'm gonna this is all my social medias there. So anybody want to follow me on my other social media, and I have other channels, you can subscribe to my other channels. And I'm gonna wait till that thing goes up there because the heart thing is in the way. They need to do away with the heart. If there's not anything compelling about this heart, they need to get rid of this heart because right now it's in the way. I cannot pin this comment until somebody types something. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna write one. There you go. Okay, now I can pin this comment. Pin message. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. All right. Let me go back up here. Okay, so I'm gonna be right there. So 13 people watching, 18 likes. Thank you for watching. 1 hour and 23 minutes in the books. So yeah, so the relaxation sound is nice. It's a nice feature. It's a nice feature. From what I know, this is the only radio that I ever seen that has built-in relaxation sound. That's nice. But is it enough for me to go buy the radio? I'm gonna say no. Only because you can put a relaxation CD. You can just buy a CD. You can download. YouTube has videos on relaxation. I see relaxation videos on YouTube. Once in a while I'll put one on. So it's nice. I just wish they would have done take care of the shortwave. Especially if that's your main advertising thing is a shortwave radio. If you're gonna advertise it as a shortwave radio, it should be good on shortwave. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's nice, the relaxation thing, and it's 8 tracks. Okay, it's not bad. Because there was another maker a few months ago. They wanted to send me a relaxation audio device. I turned them down. I just said no, I didn't even bother because it was just a relaxation audio device, and it was like $69.99, and it was like way overpriced. And my thing with the relaxation thing again, you could just they sell CDs on that. You could download tracks on relaxation. You could go to YouTube has videos on relaxation. So you don't really need a relaxation device. You could just use any. I could pop in a relaxation device on my CD player, and that's it, or MP3 file or whatever. So it's not groundbreaking. It's nice that it's including the radio, and I don't want to sound like it's like gimmicky. I mean, it's nice to listen to, and it does sound nice. But is it a compelling reason to buy one of that? No, I don't think it is. I think when you say it's a shortwave radio and it doesn't do anything on shortwave, you missed the mark. You totally missed the mark. Yeah. But I never saw that on the radio. But then again, why would you want, like, for example, this radio? It's a good shortwave radio. Why would I want to have built in also relaxation? I don't want a relaxation on a little radio like that. When I want to hear myself, here you go. If I want to listen to relaxation, in my past, I go on YouTube. There's like, a 4-hour video that just plays relaxation music. I've been to those. I've seen those videos. I'll put one on, let it play in the background for 4 hours. And I have that hooked into my computer speakers. It sounds a lot better than this. And there you go. Things like that. I even have CDs. I have CDs that for years ago, though. I have a couple of relaxation CDs on my collection. But those are years ago. This is like when nobody buys CDs anymore. So, yeah. So also the D219 takes AA batteries. Exactly. That's a good thing. Yeah, they do take AA batteries. You don't need to recharge them. So that's good. Nevis Radio Room. Good point. Okay. Wholly unaware. Every time I see that Grundig 800, my mouth waters. Okay. Yeah, that's the way I felt about it before I got it. I was like waiting. I couldn't wait to get one. And now that I have one, it's like, yeah, I like it. It's nice. Mary Dixon, hello. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Jim Gordon, hello from rainy Scotland. 73. Okay, good. Hello, Jim Gordon. 15 people watching, 21 likes. Thank you for watching. 1 hour and 27 minutes in the books. Excuse me. So let me go down here. Jim Gordon, hi, Danny. Thank you. Why did you say hi, Danny? I say hi to myself. James Farley, you don't have the resources like Jill's. That too, exactly. I don't have the budget. I'm not gonna, especially the microphone. Microphone company contacted me. They say we love your channel, blah blah blah. They all say that. They don't want to butter you up first. They want to butter you up before they hit you with the punchline. We love your channel, blah blah blah. Okay, and then we would like to send you this microphone. If you're looking for a microphone, which I am, I'm looking for another microphone. Although, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with this microphone. This microphone is F-I-N-E, Fine, or Fine. I don't know how you pronounce that. $30 microphone. It's a good microphone. I like it. And I looked at it before I bought this microphone. I looked at the reviews on this microphone. This microphone is it has like I don't know, thousands of reviews. Okay, thousands. So I saw videos on this before I bought this microphone. I saw like 5 videos on this microphone. I read thousands of reviews on it on Amazon. Not I read, but I seen it has thousands of. So this microphone is well regarded for a $40 microphone. Right. The microphone they wanted to send me was an XLR microphone. Super duper XLR microphone. $299 microphone. It looks very nice. Professional XLR. So I would need an XLR. So I would have to buy the XLR device that connected to, that's what would have had to come out of my pocket. But then at the end, they said, we will, so I said, yeah, I agree. I said, yeah, sure. Then they put down the initial email. Then the next email they sent me was, well, you have to sign these conditions, whatever. And then you need to buy it. And then we'll reimburse your PayPal, whatever. I didn't even reply. I said, you know what? This is crazy. I'm not buying it. Why would I need to buy a microphone? I have one already. I have 2 microphones. I have this one too. Why would I want to spend $300 on a microphone that I'm going to need another device to connect to it just to review it? Now, if they would have sent it to me, I would have went out of my way to buy the device because, XLR microphone, I don't have any. And XLR microphone is a step up from what I read. But just to hear my voice, this microphone is fine. So again, they don't think like you're not doing me a favor. You're not doing me a favor. I already have microphone. I have 2 microphones here. Actually, I have 3 of them. I have an old Radio Shack microphone downstairs. The old microphone. I just need to convert the thing into USB. That's all. So we would like to reimburse you if you buy. I'm not gonna do it. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. Yeah. Yeah. So that's good that it takes AA batteries. So yeah, so rainy Scotland. Yeah, thank you for Jim Gordon. Thanks for continuing with your informative show. Thank you, and thank you for watching. I appreciate that. I have the D219, and I like many think it's a great radio for the money. Yeah, it is. It's a great radio. Something they need to learn. SH Data D219 is a great radio. You can get it. Like I said, Tom got it for $7.99. Under $10. So you could get this radio if you shop around under $10. Okay. I don't know how I don't know how they're not making money off this radio, LH's Data. They must be selling them. It's got to be by volume. They have to be selling millions of these radios. I don't know. To be that low. So yeah. So it is a great radio for the money. Jim Gordon. Yeah, James Fowler, I don't have the resources like Jill's. Exactly. Married, some people just don't have the brain. I know, man. Why would they want? Again, I told them, I'm going to say it all the time. There's going to be another theme for that. If you want to make it on this shelf, you got to be a good radio, and you're going to send it to me. I'm not paying for advertising your radio. If you want me to promote it, you need to send it to me. That's it. There's no strings attached. And if it's good enough, it'll wind up on the shelf somewhere. Because I could talk about it over and over, and that's going to be free publicity for you. Okay? This one is not going to make it on the shelf, I don't think. It's going to wind up in the basement somewhere. You see? And they did, at least they send it to me. So I thank you for that. Thank you, Grady, for that. But if you want to make it on this shelf, no, you better be a step up. You got to be a step up, especially if I'm going to be using it all the time here. Yeah, you need to step up your game. That's it. All right. Yeah. James Farley. Plus, you do honest reviews, and most series reviews are not favorable because you look deep, and maybe they will improve their product because of what you exactly. They're listening. I have another radio. I can't disclose of it yet because they haven't released it yet. But I already reviewed the hell out of that radio. And I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to tell you that radio that I'm going to, in the future, when that radio comes out, that radio is going to be a very good radio. I can tell you right now. Okay? It's a very good radio. The one I already tested the hell out of it. I just can't talk. I can't mention anything else about it. I can't even make a video on it until they release it. Right now, they haven't even pre-released that radio yet. So at least that radio, they're going the extra mile. And I can tell you right now that radio, whether it's a prototype or not, it's already a good radio. It blows away this radio by a lot. It's not even close. I just want to review that. I want to make a video on that radio so badly, but I can't. I made an agreement with them. They said, we're going to send you the radio to test out. But the agreement is you have to wait till we release it. I said, sure, absolutely. And that's it. And I'm going to tell you that, and when the time comes and I mention it, I'm going to give them kudos for reaching out to me and doing all this. And that's what these other companies need to understand. I'm not buying your stuff so I can review it and then you're going to reimburse me. It don't work that way. You want me to review something, you send it to me. That's it. There's no strings attached. Because if you can make it on this shelf, that means your radio is worth it. Because somebody, every time I do a live stream, somebody's gonna ask me one day, Danny, what is that radio all the way in the corner? And I could spend 30 minutes talking about that radio alone. That's all the advertising you ever need. Okay? Like that power supply, yeah, I would like to have another power supply. I'm not gonna spend $800 on a power supply. Not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. If you want to send it to me and I'll review it and it makes it on the shelf, that's gonna be worth a lot more in terms of advertising dollars that you're gonna have to spend somewhere else. It'll make it to the shelf. So yeah, I know some people don't have the brains. Fortunately. You guys talking among yourselves, so yeah, there you go. Tasso, plus I never had an analog radio with DSP. Looking forward to seeing the performance. Yeah, but I believe that one also is already, that one has also DSP, by the way. That's not analog. That's not pure analog. Maybe you're talking about the tuning music. Yeah. Hello, Two Broke Tim. SDRPlay is great, but you need something to listen to. Yeah, exactly. But I can listen to plenty on this. S3 antenna inputs. My disc cone, I listen to VHF, UHF. I listen to a lot of stuff. Of course, my loop antennas and fed. You can listen to, yeah. With any radio, your antenna is as good as your radio. Same thing with SDR. You can have SDR, but if you have a crappy antenna, you're not gonna be able to listen to anything. So yeah, you're right on that. I mean, I do have good antennas. I have the MFJ 1886 loop. I have the disc cone. And that one is a pretty good disc cone. And the NFED. I have good antennas. So yeah. So my next radio will probably be an SDR. Yeah, I mean, step up SDR. And I'm gonna say, I know some people are gonna say, well, you should just get this one. You should just get this one to start. If you have the money, I would just go straight to get this guy. This is about $200. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I guarantee you. The only thing is with SDR, you gotta be a little computer savvy. That's all. I started out with not even this one. I started out with the blue one, under $20, and then this is the next one that I bought. And you don't need an up converter for this one if you do the Q branch thingy. But I bought the up converter because I wanted to go down to the long wave band. I know somebody's gonna say you don't need an up converter. Yes, you do for long wave. You do. You do. For long wave, you do need an up converter for this guy. Okay, it's really VLF. You need a up converter. So before somebody starts, please, you don't need it for shortwave. It's just a simple little switch that you do on the software side, and you can pick up. It's not as sensitive on shortwave either. By the way, you also get a lot of overload and crap like that. That's why the up converter is better. But I wouldn't get that. I wouldn't waste my money on all that. I would just go straight to get an SDR. Just get the RSP1A. You can get that one. I don't have that one. I have the original RSP one. So I would just get the RSP1A. Or I would get that one. Or I will get this one. This is about $169, I believe. SPI Discovery Plus. So this is HF VHF. Okay, no, it doesn't do UHF. So 300 megahertz is the tippy top on this one. Okay, but it's pretty good it's very good on shortwave. It's very good on medium wave, and it's very good on long wave. It's very, very good. This one is $169. All right. This is about $200. But don't waste your money on this when eventually you're gonna get this. Just don't waste your money. Don't. I know people are gonna say you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't. No, because once you get that, you're gonna the SDR Uno is a good software. Is you got with any of these, you're gonna have to learn the software. Even with this one, with this under $30, $25, whatever it costs now. You're still gonna have to learn the software. You're still gonna have to learn this. Why did not just go straight to the SDRPlay? You see what I'm saying? Even if you get the RSP 1A, I believe that's $99 right now or something like that. I would just get that, and then that way, because with this you're gonna use this for a while, but then you're always gonna have that question in your head. I want to step up. When I bought this, that wasn't out yet. That's why I bought this. But now, if you're getting his SDR now, I would just say go straight to that. Don't waste your time on this. Because, yeah, you're going to learn a little here and there, but you're not going to get the full, that one's going to get you in the hobby. Because that one, you can do a lot more. You can do a lot with this. You can do a lot with this, a lot. So I would just, just go straight to this or the RSP, at least the RSP 1A, which is only one port. It's just one A. So I would just get that. I wouldn't even go to the RTL. It's just me. I wouldn't. If I was getting into the hobby right now and I wanted to do it, go straight to that. Just spend the extra money and get that, and you will not be disappointed. I can tell you that right now. You will not be disappointed on that. Yeah. Jim Gordon, I had the old 2001D on and picked up Adventist War Radio, Tajikistan 19-meter band, around 1400 EM. Anyone remember the DX shows? No, I don't. But anybody can answer you. Two Broke Tim, SDRPlay is great, but you need something to listen to. Yeah. But there's plenty to listen to. If you're talking about, again, when I use it a lot for medium wave DXing, long wave, not much anymore, but of course, shortwave, you can still, that radio is still very sensitive. With a good antenna, you can still pick up a lot. You can still pick up a lot. Trust me, you can pick up a lot still. And of course, VHF, UHF. You can still listen to a lot of things there. If I didn't have my scanner, that would be my main scanner radio for picking up, all the VHF, UHF stuff. So yeah. Yeah, VT Radio Heart is a distraction. I know it is. Only other way. Yeah, I agree that YouTube Heart is not in the right place. Yeah, it's at the wrong place if I want to pin a comment. I have to wait till somebody types something, then I can pin my comment. It's right there. They should at least move it if I can move it away from it. Okay, let me do something here. Let me get on I'm not gonna lower the table again. I like standing up today. So let me just turn this on. I'm gonna try this today. I didn't do this last week, and let me close that. Cancel. I was supposed to. It's been so long. Okay, FL rig. There we go. WSJTX and then grid tracker. Let me do a couple of things here. 1, 2, 3. Let me tune this. And away we go. That's what I wanted to do. There you go. I had to get on one knee. Then over here, I'm going to open up. So you're going to hear the squealing. So let me open this guy up over here. Sorry about that. Let me log in over here. Yes, please. Because it says conditions are not the most favorable, but that's okay. I didn't get to do anything last week, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna put it on today. And also PSK. Let me just do that. At least for another hour or so. So 1 hour and 46 minutes in the books. 21 likes, 12 people watching. Thank you for watching. So let me just zoom out here a little bit on the map. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Fanboys. I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna you just oh, two broke 10. What do you think? Web SDRs are great. I love them. Because you can listen to stations that you know, I like to listen to the European ones because the long wave band, of course. I like to listen to the VLF, like the time signals. Like there's one in Great Britain, I believe, and there's one in Germany. VLF, of course. There's no way I could pick that up over here. So I like that. And I also like WebSDR, like in the Pacific. Like for example, I'll pick a WebSDR from Australia or Japan, just to pick up whatever you can hear in the Pacific, especially on medium wave and stuff like that. I like that stuff. So WebSDRs are great. I wanted to share mine. For a long time, I wanted to share mine. And then I looked into Kiwi SDR, but I just don't have the budget for that right now. I wish I know they came out with a new Kiwi SDR. I wish they could send me one to review, and then I will leave it online. I will leave it live. I will leave it. If I had a Kiwi SDR, I would share it. I know with the new SDR Uno, SDR Connect, it just came out. I know they released it, but it still has bugs in it. I haven't upgraded my SDR Uno yet. I know SDR Connect is gonna come out with a feature that you be able to share this. Like over the network type thing, you'll be able to share it. I'm looking forward to that, but I don't really want to share this one. I'd rather get a dedicated SDR for that. That's why I like the Kiwi SDR. Kiwi SDRs, I like that. So maybe since they released a new one, maybe I can buy the older one for a cheaper price if they drop the price, because I'm not paying the premium for that. Or if anybody want to send me one, hey. Then I'll put I will have I will have a setup. I will have a setup where maybe one of my dedicated, maybe I have a dedicated MFJ 86 loop with it, and then you'll be able to use that one if you want to listen to my setup. But I love the web SDRs. They're great. So they're great. Yeah, two broke 10. Yeah, I love them. Holy on the web, the microphone you're using seems to do a good job protecting the sound from the radios you're reviewing, which is yeah. Yeah, but when I do the reviews, I'm not up here. I'm usually in the boiler room. That's just my phone. That's my phone recording. So like the last reviews I did, actually the last few reviews, actually all my reviews. I never did a review up here with the. It's downstairs in the boiler room, in the basement, and let me see. Oh, I'm almost cashing. Oh, I'm almost caught up already. Okay. So it's doing a good job. Okay. Yeah. I mean, because I always watch. Some people that can't watch their own live stream later on or things like that. I don't know. Some people say they can't watch their own stuff. Me, I watch all my live streams. Like when I'm done, I'll sit down later on and watch it all. Because I like to pick out stuff that I'm my own worst critic. So I'll pick up something like, okay, why did I say that? I shouldn't have said that, or. But the microphone sounds great. This microphone is good. It's a good microphone. But they wanted to send me that one. The first email they sent me was like, we will, of course, you have a good channel. So I said, okay, I wouldn't mind trying out a more expensive microphone, but I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not buying it, and then you're gonna reimburse me. I'm not gonna do. But what if you don't reimburse me? I'm gonna be stuck with this microphone that I really didn't want in the first place. And you know, and plus I just don't have the money to spend like that. I don't have that type of money. I'm not, you know, I don't have that type of money. You know, despite of all this, I don't have that type of money. I'm sorry. I guess when people see all this, they think that I'm made of money. No, first of all, a lot of this was a lot of stuff I bought when I was working, which I'm not now. Some of it was when I was even when I was unemployed, I was collecting. Remember the pandemic? You know, a lot of people weren't working. A lot of people were collecting the thing. I was one of them. During the pandemic, I was collecting too. So, you know, yeah. David's radio room. Where do you get the up converter from? Amazon. I have this one. I have the Noah leg. I have the Noah leg. Ham it up. Amazon. Typically, you buy from Amazon. The up converter. So of course, this has a switch. Pass through. So when you have this hooked up, for example, again, you don't need it. It is more sensitive than this alone. This will improve the hell out of this. But you don't need it. You don't really need it. If you have this one and you want to take it a step up, because this alone is not that sensitive. It's good. I mean, it's good. And it only goes down to medium wave. That's it. I think it might even go down to long wave. I'm not sure. But this is a step up for that when you put this together, because this is more sensitive. But it's still prone to overload and things like that. So this is this is a step up from those two. From all of this. This is a step up. A big step up, actually. So this alone is good, but then you have to do something with the software setting to make it to listen on shortwave. And it's not that good on shortwave anyway. It's not that great. And then this makes it better. But then when you hook this up to this, you have to put the offset, the frequency offset on this. You see, it gets technical and all that. And it's good. It's good. I'm not gonna say it's not, you know. With this and this, I did medium wave DXing. I was able to DX. But it's not compared to that, no. And this costs you about, this is around, I bought it with the case. They sell it without the case, actually. It was like $50. I think with the case and all that, I think I paid almost $70 for this. So now we're talking about $70 plus, you know, what is it now? I don't know, under $25 or round it off. So we're talking about almost $100 right here. You see what I'm saying? It's already, when you get to that price, you might as well get the RSP1A. You see? Yeah, offset minus, yeah. So you got to do the offset. MyRadio DXer. I did a video on comparison of the RTL SDR versus a versus a lot of RTL SDR versus a better quality SDR on shortwave. And I got a good number of dislikes from Rabbit RTL SDR fanboy who don't want to admit that it's not that good on shortwave. It isn't that good on shortwave. First of all, when this came out, this was not meant for shortwave. The original one was a Noah leg with this guy. And I bought the original one. I bought this one first. Before this one even came out, I bought this one. This is the one I bought. I think I paid like $10 or $15. I think it was like $15. I'm gonna say $15. Right? This one you can't do anything. Listen to FM, airband, a few things you get, not shortwave. Even they had no cue. They had nothing for this one. There was a mod that you can do on this one. There is a mod that I remember. There was a mod you had to open it up and it's I forgot what it's a you gotta bypass something. I forgot to get shortwave, but it's like junk. Then this one came out. And by the way, you got to get the real one, not the counterfeit one. There's counterfeit ones. This is the real one. I bought this when it first came out. I bought this. I think I paid about might have been around $30 or something like that. It was under right around there. I forgot the price. I forgot the price. It's pretty good. It was pretty good. But again, shortwave, not the best. And that compelled me to buy the up converter. And when I bought the up converter, it made a difference. It did make a better of a difference. Without well, yeah, RTO, but that remember there's a whole following behind this. And it's good. I'm not saying it's not good. A lot of people use this for what they call that? Like the weather what they call that? Like geosat. They do the weather scan. They scan like the globe and all that. They have nice images and all that. Digital TV. Thank you. Digital yeah. No, not digital TV. Excuse me. No weather satellites. Yeah. It's good. It's good. I seen. There's forums dedicated on this stuff. It's good. There's no knock on it. But on shortwave is not the best, people. So chill out. It's not the best. It ain't that good at shortwave. It's fine. Because when you go to this, you don't want to go back to that. Once you go to this, you don't want to go back to that. I'm sorry. It's like you on a Mercedes Benz, and you're gonna go back to driving a Hyundai. You know what I mean? It's a step down. It's a big step down. So fanboys, yeah, could thumb down. They thumb down. People thumb down videos for whatever reason. I get thumbed down for some nonsense. I get thumbed down on my shorts. My short videos, they're shorts, but I get thumbed down on those videos. Like, so, whatever. Whatever. So yeah, you're gonna have fanboys, yeah. Yeah. That's all. Oh, okay. I also remember a few live streams while you did a while where you were scanning the bands on SDR. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing some of those again. I just need to figure out how to. I want to be able to switch like this screen to go back to my computer back and forth. I can do it with OBS, but I'm not very good at OBS yet. I'm still learning OBS. There's a lot on OBS that I need to learn. When I do my retro gaming stream, I'm on the computer, but I want to be able to. I want to be able to comfortably. Excuse me, I can pronounce that. Be able to switch back and forth. So I'm looking into like a mixer. I don't know if it's called a mixer, something that I can just press a button and go back and forth. I don't want to do it with the software. I want to do it with like I think Joe's has that. Something like that. It's like a board that you just press the button and I can go full screen like this. And then I can press the button and go back to the computer and just show that. That would be nice. Then I want to do that. I want to have my SDR and I could do that. Because I like that. I like those streams when I do that. So I was debating because I asked a lot of people, do you want me to keep doing those type of streams or do you want to do this type of stream? A lot of people said they like this type of stream. Because after a while you do that so many times and it gets boring, the tuning the same bands over and over. I can understand that. But I want to have an option where I can switch back and forth and not lose one or the other. Because the problem with the SDR, if when I'm streaming, if I use the same computer, it takes up a lot of memory. That was another thing that was happening with me. If I'm streaming, this is the computer I'm using for streaming, right? This one right here. If I do the SDR on that one, it takes up a lot of memory. Sometimes it'll kick me off because the memory. It happened to me a couple of times when I was doing a live stream and it just got kicked. I got kicked off or something. Or it just started going too slow or something. I think this computer is better than the laptop that I had. The laptop was horrible when I tried doing that. It was really slow. I even try to use this one too, the other one. Which is the other one? I did a live stream where I try to use this one on my desktop with the software that I was trying to show somebody, and it was just I got kicked off because that one uses a Java software, and I think the Java used to mess up my. So I was looking into doing. Maybe I'll do. Ooh, got a contact, nice. Yeah, so maybe I'll do one soon with SDR. I kind of enjoy those too. All right, take care, my radio DXer, and thank you for stopping by. Yeah. So yeah, I enjoy those too. Tasso, trying to DX the AM station on early morning live stream before sunrise was the one. Yeah, I know. That's why I like to do those. So exactly, if I do those, like right now, it makes no sense doing it in the middle of the day. So I'm thinking about doing those. Just uh, come on here late at night or early in the morning. I know I did one. I did one that I was up at 3 in the morning. I went into sunrise. I went from 3 in the morning to 7 in the morning. I remember doing one of those. Those are fun too. But the problem is up here is my brother's sleeping next door and I can't do that in the middle of the night because it's in. That's the problem. That's the problem that I had coming up here because he's next door and I don't want to be up here at 3 in the morning doing a live stream and waking him up. So that's the issue that I have for that. But once I get the floor situation fixed down there, I'm gonna keep this here, but I might do live streams down there too. So I'm not ruling that out. Eventually, I will do live streams down there also. And those, if I could do in the middle of the night. The ones in the middle of the night, I'm gonna do it from the basement. I can't do it up here. Yeah, because I'm right now. I'm working on the boiler room. I'm actually getting ready to patch up some of the stone walls in the boiler room. I'm gonna repaint a particular area in the boiler room to use it as a background. And I'm thinking about doing a live stream in the boiler room. Maybe I'll do the SDR in there. I can see myself doing the SDR in the boiler room. That would be cool. Yeah, I'm looking into that because because up here there's so much I can do, but the boiler room I can be and that one I can be up at 3 in the morning. I could do the like a long meeting with DX middle of the night, things like that. Yeah, and it's also exactly. It's the best. Actually, it's the best spot for that. It's very quiet. Of course, it's also in terms of radio interference is that's my go-to spot. So even if I have portables down there in the boiler room, I could DX down there. Here is not the best for that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, no, I'm glad you enjoyed it because I was thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. And let me add this. Let me just do one thing. I have a contact, so let me add him. I think somebody already contacted. It looks familiar. Trying to get a few states. I'm doing all this on 10 meters. Hmm. Oh, that's Idaho. Okay, I already got Idaho. But anyway, let me. I think I might have worked them before. No, they don't work. I thought I worked them before. I'll show you where I'm up to right now. Just give me a minute or so. And let me confirm over here. Okay, next one. Yeah. 2 hours and 5 minutes. Let me go get my water. Hold on. 2 hour and mark. Let me just take a. Let me go get my water. just hit the 2 hour mark. 2 hours in the books, just like that. Just like that, 2 hours in the books. Actually, let me take a sip now. Ice cold water. Let me see. Yeah, trying to DX stations. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm trying to tone that down now because I got young people watching. I got more young people watching now. And I'm trying not to get in my soapbox anymore. I'm really, unless I'm getting tired of talking about certain things. It just gets, anything goes. It more depends on the time. All right, I'm just going to defer from that for now. But I'm definitely looking into doing that in the boiler room. I want to, that's why I'm going to be fixing it over the winter. And then, because my main thing is I wanted to have this set up first. This was priority to do all this. Now that I have it set up to a point, I had the finally got to a point where I got my radios now, and I got this one with this one. I got everything now that I wanted. Now the next step is to I was gonna take care of the retro gaming stuff, which I need to do. So I gotta bring up another table, put it here, get rid of that. And I'm gonna have to bring in a bigger screen and put it there for my retro gaming. That's why I haven't done any retro gaming lately. I want to also, because I want to start using my older computers over here on this side. So if you haven't subscribed to my retro gaming channel, please do. All my links are on the pin comment on the top. All my links are there. All my channels, my Twitter, everything is there. You can follow me on all that. That would be great, and I'll follow you back too. Because I'm also looking into not only streaming here, but maybe just exclusively stream on. I thought about streaming on Facebook the other day, just Facebook stream, just stream on Facebook. And then also, I was thinking about also streaming on Odyssey, but I don't have many people on Odyssey. I only have like 15 people following me on Odyssey. It's not even that. But Facebook, I was thinking about streaming just on Facebook alone because I want to try different things. Because YouTube is good, but sometimes YouTube annoys me, especially with the copyright nonsense. Sometimes they annoy me with that. Yeah, so. Yeah. Two broke Tim. Where do you set the gain when using SDR? Depends on the software. I can't tell you off the top of my head. I know SDR Uno is right there. When you open up SDR Uno, there's I don't have it in front of me. But it's right there. Because I do use it a lot. Especially when I use the end fed. When I use the loops, they're not that bad. Only because most of the time on shortwave, anything higher, I leave the gain all the way up. When you get down to medium wave or long wave, then you have to lower the gain because otherwise I get sporadic. I get what they call not sporadic overload. You overload. You get all these like images, whatever they call them. You get harmonics. You get all that stuff. So when I get down to like medium wave, I start lowering the gain. I have to lower it because my antennas, because I'm near New York City, so it would just overload. So I usually bring my gain down to like on a scale of 1 to 10, I usually bring it down to like a 7, or I start lowering the gain a little bit. Depends on the station I'm trying to listen to also. So the gain is right there. You can see it's right there. It says it, and it says RF gain or something. And every software is different, but you just find it in any of them. SDR Sharp, you see they all of them have it. All of them have it. I have not used WebSDR for a long time, so I don't know about that. That's something else. They do have all those controls in there too. I know Kiwi. I haven't used WebSDR in a long time. The one I used recently was Kiwi SDR. So I've been to that one. So that one has all those things in it, So I think even there you should be able to see it. But in terms of SDR Uno, it's right there, and you. But rule of thumb for me on shortwave, I usually have it all the way up because it doesn't. Actually, sometimes I need it. But for medium wave, I had to bring it down because it'll overload. All my signals will be overloaded, and you'll start getting images and whatever. You can see it. You can see. You need to lower it. Fit around with it. Now that's the case here for me, but that might not be the case for you. Okay, why is it doing this again, bro? Okay, halt. Okay, I'm gonna erase this. Dismiss this. Like, I already made contact with you. Why are you trying to make contact with me again? Oh my god, seriously. Hate that. It's like annoying. Like, I already made contact with you. I already put you on the log thing, and you're gonna try to hit me again with another. Come on, bro. Trying to get someone else now. So so it depends on your software, but it's one of the most visible things you have. I mean, you need the game, so they're not hard to find. 2 broke 10 offset is minus 125. Yeah, I know, 125 million or whatever. I forgot the number. I already said the RTL SDR was not even meant to be a radio device. It was originally a digital TV receiver that somebody found a way to listen to radio frequency. Exactly. It was like a hack. Yeah, because the original one was, the original ones were like this. Yeah, it says it says it on all of them. You see, it says it on all of them. DVB-T. So these were meant for television, digital television. The same. It's not the same. So the same. Yeah, the same guy. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, I'm just gonna leave it for a few minutes. The same guy again. Oh my god. Yeah. No weather. Yeah, so I know it's a no weather satellites. And Paul VG Radio, gotta go for a break for a nap. Okay, enjoy your nap. Tasso, yes, it was fun when you were in the basement then. Yeah, I enjoyed the basement because there's more privacy down there, Also, like I said, if I want to do stream in the middle of the night, I can. I can't do that up here. I can't do that up here. That's the thing. So that's why I'm going to set up a spot for that. But in terms of bringing all this back down there, no, I'm not doing that. Even when it's all fixed up. I don't get as much as you may think. I don't get that much. I'm knocking on wood. I'm fortunate so far. Because I live in a house at the dead end, the last house on a dead end street, and then after that, I have a bunch of trees back there. So there's not a house right next to me here. Even on this side of the house, this house next door is not really occupied. It's just a couple of parking garages. So I've been fortunate with the noise part, except the front of the house. I had tenants there that I don't know what they were growing there. I don't know if they're growing weed. They had a grow light in there or something. For a while, there was interference coming from the front of the house. And of course, the utility pole is in the front. So yeah, so far, been fortunate. Not a lot of radio interference, but I do get it. Sometimes it's frustrating, especially during the day. I get more during the day, especially when they're welding. They have a welding shop over here too now. It's been like that for the last few years. So yeah, I do get some interference. Not enough to not enjoy the hobby. I mean, there's times that I You know, like I said, in the middle of the day, sometimes I can't listen to certain things. Like right now, on some bands I cannot listen to because they're working right there right now. And it's a beautiful day today, so they're out there working today. So I'll get a lot of noise and stuff like that. Yeah, because this is a city. It's a small city. It's about last time I checked, 200,000, 225,000 or something. I forgot. Yonkers is the fourth largest city in New York. So it's no, the third. Actually, we moved up. So New York City, New York State is New York City number one. Of course, New York City is the biggest city in America. The United States is the biggest city. Then it's Buffalo. Buffalo, New York is the second biggest city in New York. And then it's us, Yonkers. Yonkers, New York. Then it's Rochester. We passed Rochester finally. Not a good thing too, because the more people I notice, there's a lot more people here now since I moved here. And of course, now we're bringing in people like, oh, forget it. I don't want to get to that now. It's just growing. I remember when I moved in this block, it was kind of, you could pick a parking spot. Now people fighting for parking now outside. So there's a lot more people in Yonkers now. Yeah. So Tasso, yeah, perhaps the live stream from the boardroom. Yep. I know you mentioned that there's the least amount of noise. Yeah, it's a better listening spot too. That's another thing too. That's why here is good, but the basement is better for listening. It's just better, a lot better. So let me just lock this guy again. Oh my God, seriously. He's somebody else, no? Same. Let me just go back to this. Let me just take care of this real quick. Okay. Signal minus, okay. Oh, better signal. 11 people watching, 20 likes. Thank you for watching. Share the video, share the stream if you want. I'll be on for another hour or so. I try to be on for at least 3 hours. Every time I do a live stream, I try to be on for at least 3 hours. That's my goal. At least 3 hours now. I can't be on for 1 hour. I can't do that. Right? That's too. 1 hour, you just say hello to everybody. Yeah, I can't. 2 hours, that's fine. But I feel like, especially if I'm doing it once a week, I feel like 3 hours you cover whatever you want to cover. People ask you questions. Actually, I gotta answer a couple of questions now. Now I remind myself about that. So I'm gonna answer a couple of questions actually. Let me remember what they were. I'm trying to remember what they were. Then they were my comments. I have to go look at my videos and my comments. Yeah, so third hour, so anything goes. Yeah. So Two Broke Tim, living in Yonkers, you must get, so, knock on wood, because I don't want to say I don't get any. It's been better, it's been better. Sometimes you have some bad days. I know the utility thing has been better. Because I remember when I have my disconnected right now, because sometimes when I connect, I do hear a hum. Even when I said that, not as bad as it did before, I get it once in a while still. So it cannot be the utility poles now. I think it's just in the air. I don't know. Maybe the shop over here. Who knows why? Eventually, I am going to move that disco. I was supposed to do it over the summer. I didn't get to. I didn't even get to go on the roof this summer. So eventually, I am going to move that disco anyway. I'm going to move it toward this roof. But I was, I got sidetracked because of moving all this up here. This occupied my summer, moving all this up here. Otherwise, I would have moved the disc cone. I would have had it mountain. So I guess I'm going to leave that for next spring. Next spring, I'll do all that. Or next summer even. Either early spring, I'll probably move it. But we'll see. We'll see how this is. So far, so good up here. But I like to do. I do all my listening in the basement. When I want to relax, I just do all my listening. I'm only up here because of the streams. And if I need to edit anything, this computer is better than the one. But once I set up my boiler room, I probably won't stream up here much. I had to alternate. Yeah. Yeah, that happens. That's kind of what I'm getting here too. I'll tell you, so I noticed that I get a lot of interference from 5 to about 9 megahertz at on shortwave at night. I have a feeling it's some light or appliance that maybe in my neighborhood that turns. Yeah, it could be. It happens to me sometimes. It depends on the. For example, right now I'm doing the 10 meter thing. Um, that's why I'm not really listening because I'm transmitting right now, and it does that interferes with this. To be honest. But also, like for example, when I do my medium wave DXing, that's at night. I don't do that during the day anyway. I listen to a lot of medium wave that I do at night. I don't do that up here. Shortwave listening, I do a lot of it at night too. I don't listen to a lot during the daytime. I have other things I usually be doing. I have a lot of stuff. But when I do listen, I notice that sometimes during the day, there's some frequencies that I just get more noise, especially the higher frequencies, like anything above, I don't want to say 10 megahertz. Maybe anything above 10 megahertz. Sometimes, depending on what time of the day, I get a lot of interference. I will get more interference. But at night is better, or early in the morning, or on the weekend. They're not working as much over here. Or yeah, two broke Tim. I use an MLA 30 plus, but you can't beat a 50. Yeah, you can. You can't beat a long piece of wire. I said that last week. A loop antenna is great, but a long piece of wire, you're gonna get more gain. You're gonna get more signal gain. You're gonna get like my end fed. I get way better signal on my end fed. And when I do the comparison, people were telling me, "Oh, why you always got to talk when you switch?" Because I'm trying to show them. Because on the SDR, you can see it. You can see the noise flow go higher on the end fed. You get a lot of signal, but you also see the noise flow go higher. And on the end fed, it's fixed. It's only this direction. That's it. You can't with a loop. You can rotate. At least you can rotate the loop, so you can lower the noise on the loop, and you still be able to hear the signal. All right. You can do that. But with the end fade, I have it set up like this. If noise is coming in at the end fade, that's it. I can't move it. It has to stay there. Now with the loop, I have the option to move it. I could move it away from the noise. So, but yeah, you can. You're not gonna be. Yeah, of course, you can't beat 50 feet of wire. That is better. Okay, hopefully this gonna stop trying to contact me already. I already made 2 contacts with the same person. Stop contacting me. Jesus. Yeah. So that's true. You can't beat a 50. You cannot beat a 50 feet of wire. Again, providing that you don't get a lot of noise and you don't have a lot of noise, then you're good. Like my end fed. My end fed is 80 feet. 80 feet of wire. 80 feet of wire connects to a balun, an onion, excuse me, an onion, 9-to-1 onion. Then I got 75 feet of LMR 400 coming all the way up here. And it's pretty good. And that wire I picked up, I went from all the way down to the long wave band. I picked up the time signal with my SDR. I picked up the time signal on that end fed. That goes all the way up to I hooked that up to my scanner, my SDR. I listen to you can listen to FM on that thing and everything. The shortwave is very good on all these signals. Yeah, it beats the MLA 30. But when it's noisy. You know, at least the MLA 30, I can move it around. But that's why it's good to have more than one antenna, you know. And some people can't have a long piece of wire, you know. Some people are like, you live in a condominium, it's hard. It's, you know, unless you're gonna throw a long piece of wire out the balcony or something. Yeah. Do you need an amplifier with a? No, you don't need no amplifier. When I first, I'll show you. Let me just get this car out the way. I don't want to knock it over. When I first started this channel, that's what I had. I had like 75 feet of speaker wire. It's still out there. It's wrapped up in a pole. I had 75 feet of speaker wire. I think no, I cut it. I cut it after that. I brought it in here. I cut it. So now it's like 50 feet left. I remember it was 75 feet of speaker wire, and I had it hooked up to this guy. Let me show you. That was my antenna at the time. I had no other antenna. This was my first radio back from the hobby. So I had that 75 feet of speaker wire going into here. Sorry, trying to show you. Okay. I had it going into there. And that thing's good. I could pick up a lot with that on shortwave. It was good. And then this one, of course, I had another wire coming out, and I just threw that in the ground. And it helped. But this is the one I used. Where, you know, and yeah, you don't need no amplifier for that. I mean, you know, you can use like a low noise amplifier or something. I didn't do it. I just hooked up the wires. So I had the wire a little high, though. I had it about right down the pole. It's about 10 feet off the ground. I had the wire going across all the way to the other side of my backyard. And then I ran the wire into the house, in the kitchen, and I hooked it up right there. That's it. All right, let me show. I had the wire running across the yard, and then I had the wire coming into the house, and I just put it right there. Right there. Wire right there. Boom. So this connector, 500 ohm one. And that did the job. My early videos are all with the wire. My early videos, my first, like, for this video, my first videos. That's what I had. I didn't have no antenna at the time. And then I bought me I have it downstairs in the hanging. I bought myself a 102 inch steel CB whip, and I put that on the roof, on the chimney. Then I had that running down to the basement, and I had it hooked up to this radio. That was pretty good too. And it was, you know, it was a step up. It was good because it was high. So on those frequencies, it was, you know, above 10 megahertz. It was really good. It was pretty good. You know. But yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you could use like what is it? No makes one. Low noise amplifier. You could try it. I don't know. You could try it. You can use. Yeah, you can. You don't need it. Actually, you know, the problem is with the amplifier. You know, if you're getting noise on that line, it's just gonna amplify the noise too. You know, just like when I had the U loop. The U loop is a passive loop. There's no amplifier with it. When I use the U loop, you can hear signals on there. Are they amplified? No, but you could hear signal, but the noise floor is a lot lower. So the main thing is the noise. The problem with an amplifier is if you get noise, it's going to amplify the noise too. So if you're getting good signals just with the wire, I wouldn't get an amplifier because you might just get more noise. When I made my first, I made a do-it-yourself loop. I hooked up. I had a copper element. I hooked it up to a balun, and it was pretty good. Passively, it was good. But then I hooked up to an amplifier, and it was just noisy. It was a lot more noisy. So I noticed when it was passive, it would pick up signals, and it picked up clean signals, very good signals. I have videos on that. I have a whole playlist for that. But then when I hooked up the amplifier, I did pick up more signal, but sometimes I will also pick up, not sometimes, my noise floor went up. So I would get the signal, but I noticed my noise floor was up. And me, I want to get signals. Of course, we all want to get signals, but I just I can't, I want to hear a signal without the noise. That's like a goal that I have. So I noticed that the homemade loop, when I had the amplifier, it brought a lot of noise, especially the medium wave band. Another thing is I didn't know at the time, you have to mess with the RF gain. I didn't know that back then. That's another thing about when you're messing with SDR, when you first learn about SDR. With these radios, you kind of take the thing for granted, the RF gain and all that, on SDR, you really have to mess with it, because you'll see it. You'll see it on the screen. You'll see the noise floor way up there. But you don't need an amplifier. If your 50 feet of wire is working well, and they're cheap. You could buy. I don't have one here. Let me click on this. I don't have one with me. Yeah, I don't have one up here. The one that I use, I have two of them. I think I have them in a. Let me check over here. I may have one. Let me check. I have to check, see if of course, I don't know how to get in there. Oh no, it's not here. So let me check if it's here. I might have one in here. A low noise amplifier. Actually, I see it. I see it. I do have one right here. I see it through the container. Let me see. I saw it. Let me move some stuff out the way. I have this one. I'm going to show you the back of it first. Of course, it's not going to let me. Okay, that's one side. That's one side of it. This is the other side. So this is a low noise amplifier. When I made my homemade loop, you can also use this with a loop, your U loop, anything that's not amplified. Low noise amplifier or an antenna, depending what type of antenna. It doesn't get damaged with a few volts. This is amplified. You're gonna send the voltage here, actually, not to the. This one has bias T. So that means, for example, this one has bias T. So that means this guy can send power directly to this one. If you enable the bias T, you send the volt, because you need 5 volts on this. So you need either. Hello, Sanjay. Sanjay, you need anything? You come up here, okay? So you can hook up a USB connected to it, and power with USB, or you could hook it up to a battery, or in this one, since this is bias T, the software you could say, and the SDR will send the power to this, because you need power for the amplifier. You need power. And this one is 5 volts. Let me show it upside down. Let me put it so you can read it. I'm going to put it so you can try to read it. I made a video about this a long time ago. So you can see it right there, right? You can see all the specs there. I'm going to leave it there for a second so you can take a snapshot of it or whatever. So this one is very wideband. This one goes from 100 kilohertz. Let me see. Yeah, 100 kilohertz up to 2 gigahertz. They don't make them like this now. They're much. This is one goes very low to 100 kilohertz. I use this one with my copper loop and a balun. I made it into an active antenna, and I did DX. I did DX on medium wave with the homemade loop. That's one. That's my number one video, and this channel is the homemade loop that I made. That was years ago. I used this is the amplifier that I used. This guy. I powered it with the USB connector broke off of this one, so I need to solder one. But anyway, I don't use this anymore. It was a micro USB connector. I had a connector here, micro USB connector. See these two little holes up there? These two little ones. That's where you put the power. Okay, I need to cover focus. So you could solder a USB connector to it or whatever, or put two wires on there. I had something like this too. Let me show you this right here. Something like this. You can put a 5-volt battery. You can cut this, and I've seen people do stuff like that. But this one had a USB connector. It broke off. So this is an amplifier right here. So now in your case, if you want to hook up a 50 feet of wire, you can. So you're going to have to connect the wire to an adapter because remember, one end of this is going to go to your radio. The other one is for the antenna. So at 50 feet of wire, if you want to power that 50 feet of wire, you can. You have to wire convert it into a connector like this, and that's it. And then this angles to your radio, and then you need to power this. 5 volts. You need to power this. Okay. So I got another contact. Hey. So this is an example of an amplifier. You can buy these on Amazon, AliExpress. They sell these. This one I think I paid about. I remember it's $20. I forgot what it was. I have another one. It's probably in the container somewhere. So there's what they call low noise amplifier. I know Noelec makes it too. Okay, I'm not forgetting. I know Noelec makes it also. The company Noelec. They make a low noise amplifier. So they run about $20-something, whatever it is. You can use one of those. Just make sure, like in my case, look at the frequency range. Very important that you do that. Because I wanted mine for the medium wave band. So that's why when you buy these amplifiers out there, look at the frequency range. Very important. This one is very wide band. Yeah. So this one is very wide band. This one goes all the way down to 100 kilohertz. Okay, focus there. 1, 2, 3. You'll see it in the specs. Okay, this is not. I'm going to try one more time. There you go. So you see the frequency range? 0.01 up to 2,000 megahertz. So 100 kilohertz up to 2 gigahertz. This one, or 2,000 megahertz is 2 gigahertz. So 100 kilohertz. That's what you got. So if you want to do, like, for example, medium wave, because you're gonna see some that they start at 25 megahertz up to 2 gigahertz. That's not gonna be good for shortwave because that's already 25 megahertz. But this one can amplify all the way down to 100 kilohertz. So if you're shopping for one of these low noise amplifiers, that's a mouthful. Look at the frequency range you want to use it on. Because this one was hard to find. All the way down to 100 kilohertz. They're hard to find. A lot of they sell out there common ones. They don't go down this. They don't go this far down on the long wave band. Okay. Some of them will start at 25 megahertz. Some of them will start at 10 megahertz, I believe. So it depends. So make sure to look at that. Otherwise, you're just throwing your money away. I'm gonna leave this here actually. I had it in a box, but that's a good question though. You can, you don't have to, but you can. So you know, when I made my homemade loop, I wanted to make it active. Active means amplified. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, so I wanted to make my okay. My thing is jittering. What's going on with the screen? It's jittering. Okay, -16 and signal. But that's a good question though. You can use an amplifier. Like people that have a U loop, sometimes they don't, they want to amplify it. Then you could use one of these low noise amplifier. So and I was gonna try that, but my U loop got damaged. So this was left out of my U loop. The wires are all stripped and everything. This is the top part of the U loop. Excuse me. This is the bottom part of the U loop. So your from the radios coming through here. This is the top part of the U loop. Okay, so you can see all these connectors broke because of the ivy. So I still got this. So I just need to get a new. I need to replace these lines. Let me check out these connectors. These are all broken connectors. So I just need to get some lines. So the U loop is working. This U loop works. It's just that the lines that connect to it broke. Okay, so I just need to get a line that goes from here to here, and I could use this U loop. So this is a U loop. Okay, this was left of the U loop. Like I said, I need to get the. So if you want to amplify this, you can with one of these. You can't do that. And that was my goal eventually to do that. I was gonna try to amplify it. So for the people that own a U loop and once you do that to your U loop, basically it becomes like MLA 30 because you're amplifying it. But that's not the reason why I bought the U loop. The U loop I wanted not to be amplified because when you get down to the VLF, like long wave band, VLF frequency, you don't want any noise. You want the noise floor to be as low as you can get it down to. Because some of those signals are coming in faint already. So if you have any level of noise, it's going to bury it. You're not going to be able to pick up the signal. You're not going to be able to hear it. You know? 2 broke 10. What about the J pole? Actually, let me read the other question first. Tasso, do you think an outdoor TV antenna will be good on shortwave? I think on FM it should do well because TV antenna is not going to be good on shortwave. Not going to be good on shortwave because first of all, shortwave you're going to need if you're using rabbit. I mean, rabbit is for maybe the strongest signals that you could pick up with anything. Like your radio. What's the strongest signals you get here? Like Radio Marti, whatever. Real strong signals. You might get it on one of them, but it's not recommended. I would you better off with a long piece of wire. Like in his case, 50 feet of wire. You better off with a long piece of wire. Because even the whip antenna on these radios, but it's more than the antenna too with these radios. But anyway, even with the whip on these radios, yeah, you could pick up some, but and any hunk of metal you put high enough, sometimes you're gonna pick up something. But you could pick up something, but No, I'd rather just really, you better off with a long piece of wire or something like that. Yeah. Oh, so I got distracted. Okay, so make sure. All right. Save that. And so thank you, Peggy. Thank you, Peggy, for the contact. Two broke Tim. And my son is there. Hi, Sanjay. Hello. What about J-Pole? J-Pole, that is for what frequency? That is for that's like VHF. So in terms of shortwave, nah, I wouldn't use a J-Pole. Not for shortwave. And that's maybe like for the I know you I think you can listen to the air band on that. That's like for a while. 2 meters? I think it's 2 meters. 140 megahertz. 2 meter. So the J pole, I think is made for that for 2 meters. The guy that makes all these J poles, I forgot the call sign. He has a channel. He makes those. He makes them out of copper tubing. He sells them too. Yeah. So that's for like 2 meters. Yeah, that's you know. Yeah, so I would just go with the MLA 30. You know, you don't own one yet. If you, yeah, MLA 30 is pretty good. You just gotta find a spot for it. If you're gonna use it indoors, really find a quiet spot for it. If you're gonna use it outside, then better. It doesn't have to be high. If you have it in the yard, you can put it. You know, it doesn't have to be high off the ground. It doesn't have to be on a rooftop. Doesn't. Main thing is just yeah. I try using my loops indoors, and it's not that good. When I first bought the MFJ 1886 loop, I tried it here on the second floor. I had it right there on an umbrella stand. I had it right there in the window on an umbrella stand. Nah, it's too noisy. It was way too noisy. It was unlistenable. I couldn't listen to it. I thought the loop was a piece of junk. I said, "What the hell? Why is it?" As soon as I put it up on the roof and ran the line down, I hooked it up to the SDR and everything. Man, I was like, "Wow, big difference." There's big difference, and especially in this room. This room is kind of noisy. There's noise in this room, like it's just I'm on the second floor. I don't know if the noise is coming from the street more easier than here. Than in the basement, I'm surrounded by. I'm in underground, so it's different in the basement. It's almost like a Faraday cage in the basement. Here, I'm open to. I got two big windows right here. I got 3 windows, double window, and then I have this. It's just was the hallway. So I noticed a difference. Even when I had the antenna indoors in the basement, it was better. So yeah, I always recommend people outdoors if you can. If you can. Outdoors. If you can. Doesn't have to be high, but outdoors is better than indoors. I can't watch people. There's a few YouTubers that they had the antenna indoor and they will listen to stuff. I can't watch them because I cringe. I'm like, oh, I can't. I hate that spectrum with the noise. That's my OCD. My OCD is like that. I just can't. When they could just put it right outside the window, just open the window, put it out there. Even if it's just pointing like this, I don't care. Put it outside the window at least. And they can't for whatever reason. I said, well, you know what? That's me. I don't care. I'll find a way to have that. Crack open the window, put it on a pole, and put it facing out there. And just close the window on it or something on the pole. It would just drive me nuts. It's just me. I don't know. It's just I just can't. Well, what I say, where there's a will, there's a way. You got to find a way to put it outside. Like down the block, that I don't know who that person is still. When I walk down the block, there's somebody that lives on the second floor. I could see it's a wire coming out his window, and it goes to the tree right in front of the building. There's a tree in front of the building. There's a whole bunch of trees in front of the building. And you can see the wire going into his room. I said, that man found the will and a way. He said, He said, you're not going to shortchange me. into listening to shortwave. I'm gonna listen to it regardless. So he had the wire. He has it out this window, out his apartment. He lives in an apartment. You can see the wires. It's a purple wire. It's a thin wire that goes all the way to the tree. And the wire is about 30 feet, 30-ish feet away from his window. But hey, he said, I'm not gonna settle for no, and nobody has a complaint. He has it up there for months already. So nobody, I'm sure people saw the wire, but they didn't say anything. Yeah, you got to get creative. Exactly. You just got to get creative. You know, if I lived in a high-rise building and I had a balcony or a fire escape, and then like in New York City we have fire escapes. I run a wire. I don't care. Or if I had a fire escape, a balcony, I will put the loop. I put it right there, bam, outside, right there. You know, tie it up or whatever, or you know, secure it onto the mast, secure the mast onto something, and just have the wire loop. You know, thin wire loop. They're gonna know it's a little pole, and that's it. I get creative. I don't care. Ain't no HOA gonna stop me. If I live in an HOA, ain't no HOA gonna stop. I'm gonna find a way to get creative. Gutter buster. That's another antenna. Clip it to your gutters. If you have a house like a trailer house, and you don't have gutters, even a trailer home has gutters. There's an antenna called the HOA buster. It's just a balun. You know, it's a balun, and it has 2 alligator clips on it, and you clip that balun into the gutter, metal, you know, the rain gutter, and you use the gutter as your antenna. And this one is you could transmit on this one. I'll show you. You got to get creative. HOA is called HOA Buster. There you go. HOA Buster antenna came out right here. Why does it do that? Sometimes Google annoys me. There you go. I'll show you. Sometimes you got to get creative. That's it. Let me scroll it up a little bit. You see? This is what they call HOA Buster. Is a balun, and it has a lead. You clip that. You spike. There's a spike. You spike it on the ground. This balun connects to the spike, I guess, with this thing. And then this lead, one connects to the balun. The other one, you clip it onto the gutter, the rain gutter. And of course, make sure your rain gutter is all metal, you know, type something like that. And you can use your rain gutter as an antenna. All right. So if you live in like in a trailer home, or you live in an HOA, house with HOA, use something like this. So this will be on the ground. This will be low in the ground, right next to the gutter. You could cover that up with a couple of, floral arrangements. I don't know, plants, whatever. You want to hide it. You're gonna see the lead. Clip the lead onto the the gutter, and that's it. Your rain gutter now is your antenna. And you have this one, of course, is 10 meters to 80 meters. And it also does VHF, UHF. They have one that's 440, 900 megahertz. So it's wide. It's a very wide band. You see? See how it looks like? You're hiding it behind this behind this fern or whatever. That's your lead. And this is your gutter. It's clipped onto the gutter. You know? So if I lived in an HOA, I would have this guy. How about have one of these hooked up to my rain gutter? You know? Yeah, tassel. Yes, you can always find a way. Ain't gonna let no HOA stop me from enjoying my radio hobby. Exactly. This week you have one of these. You know, you can make one and you can make your own. I can use. I have balance already. I can make my own. You know, I just got to get the alligator clip set up and everything. That's it. Actually, aluminum is pretty good. Two broke tin doesn't make a difference if you have. I can't see with the heart in the way. If you, I'm gonna read because the heart is right in my face, right there, and it's blocking one word. If you, I guess I'm gonna say, does it make a difference if your gutter is made of aluminum? Actually, no, it shouldn't make. I mean, well, I mean, most gutters, they are made of aluminum. Mine, I know my gutters are aluminum. Actually, aluminum is good. Aluminum is what I use. Aluminum is what my MFJ 1886 loop is made of aluminum or aluminium, like you guys say it in the in Europe or in England. You say aluminium. My loop is aluminum, so aluminum is good. Yeah, aluminum, exactly. Tasso. I would think aluminum would be better. Yeah, aluminum. Yeah, so my gutters they're aluminum because I don't know if they have galvanized steel. I don't think. I think they're aluminum. I think they're aluminum. I think you know, some of them have a little coating on it, like maybe some kind of plastic coating on it. It doesn't matter. You just clip it where you contact it. So aluminum, yeah, of course, it should work fine with aluminum. I don't know if any other gutter does not have aluminum. I know my gutters, they're old, but they're aluminum. I could cut them with the aviation scissors, or they call it aviation snips. They're aluminum. So you can cut, yeah. So aluminum, it should work. It should work very well with aluminum. I believe really old. I don't know. I don't know about that. That would be very expensive. I don't know. I never heard aluminum gutters made out of. I don't know. I know my gutters. They aluminum. They look like aluminum. Uh, Now there are gutters that are made of PVC. I think there's some gutters that are actually that's not going to work because it's plastic. As long as aluminum, it should work fine. Some kind of because I'm reading the some of the description when as I'm talking to you guys. You just because I mean because this is just a step up from gutter antenna. You could do it. You don't really need this. It's just the balance. It's just the balance. That's if you already have a balance like this. Where's my balance? Where's my balance? Where's the other ones? Right here. If you already have a balance like this, you're creative and you put one lead to the aluminum and then you feed it from this, Oh, okay. So there is copper good. Oh yeah. Well, copper is good too. Well, copper is a good conductor also. So even if you had I don't know anybody has copper gutters, but anything that's gonna conduct the signal, anything that's gonna conduct the signal, aluminum is because my MFJ 1886 loop is aluminum, made out of aluminum. Yeah, I say aircraft aluminum. So the element is aluminum. Because if that element would be copper, it would cost a lot more money. Copper is a lot more expensive than aluminum. That I know. So, but yeah, aluminum. Like the Wellbrook. I think the Wellbrook also is aluminum. I don't own a Wellbrook. I don't know, but I think a Wellbrook is also aluminum. Or aluminium. How you guys say aluminium? Yeah. So yeah, and this one, of course, you can let me scroll down a little bit. Let me see what else specs. And there is no maximum size, there is a minimum size. So, the minimum combined length of the gutter and downspout should be at least 25 feet. So it has to be at least 25 feet of gutters and downspouts. to make this antenna effective. Okay, there is no maximum. So you live in a mansion. You have a lot of gutters running around your mansion. That you're good to go. I'm very close because I only have gutters on one side of my house. I live in my roof is like a flat. And they call it flat, but I have one part that's so I'm close to that. I may not make the minimum actually. I'm very close, but no, the downspout will qualify. So I'm close because I don't have gutters all over. I only have a part of my house has gutters. The other part doesn't need gutters. It just goes down to a big downspout. Okay. So you see, you mount the spike on the ground, and then you just put the jumper wire to the downspout. Yeah. So these are pictures of it. The SWR on all the bands. So if you can put a big old loop outside your house or whatever, or that type of thing, you know. Excuse me. 3 hours and 2 minutes in the books. 9 people watching, 20 likes. Thank you for watching. If I lived in an HOA and I would get that HOA buster for. Now, of course, that one you can transmit. Okay. That one handles up to, I forget how many watts is the where does it say that how many watts? Additional information, Q&A. Oh, nothing on the Q&A. Let me see. Additional information. I'm trying to remember how many so 200 and okay, maximum power handling is 250. Exactly, whatever works. So if I lived in an HOA, I would have done something like this. So this one can handle a maximum on a single sideband 250 watts, 125 on CW, and 25 watts for digital modes. So, because I know there's a TikToker. She has a YouTube channel too. She uses this. She has one of these. She has a HOA buster, and she does. She makes a lot of contacts on TikTok. She's known as Glam Ham. Natalie, that's her name, Natalie. Glam Ham. So she uses this. She's from Los Angeles, so I know that. But yeah, this does work. I can tell you that because she uses it. Because I didn't know about it until she brought it up on her. That's what she uses. So I looked it up. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. HOA Buster. All righty. So I'm just blowing through stuff. I didn't even stop for ads today. I don't know what happened. I don't know if ads are coming up on or not. I don't know. I don't know if I even checked it today. I noticed I didn't get no ad breaks. That's weird. I didn't even notice that today. It's 3 hours already. It's 3 hours and 4 minutes in the books, and I didn't notice it. I don't have any ad breaks or nothing. I did check it though. Oh, you got 3. Okay, so it's working. Oh, okay. I don't know, man. I'm just going. Maybe I'm just not paying attention now of the when I get it. Normally I get a countdown, and then it says the ad comes on, and then I'll get a message saying ad is inserted. That's it. I don't see the ad here because I don't know what ad it is, but I did check it, and I leave it up to YouTube. I just put do the balance one because you could put aggressive, or one that's like very short. Yeah, I know they're short. That's something they're short. You can skip them too. So because I leave them on because I noticed with YouTube, and I'm not knocking them for this, but when you have videos with when you first start on YouTube, it happens. I'm telling you. I'm going to tell you this. This is a tip. When you have videos with no ads, in other words, if you don't enable ads or whatever, um, sometimes they won't list you on the search. I mean, they'll put you at the bottom of the. You won't even get listed if you enable ads. For some reason you'll get listed more. It could. Trust me, I made videos on. This is the other day. I made a video on something, and they have the same equivalent thing that I was doing. Actually, it's not even on this channel. It's another channel. My tech channel. I'll tell you what it is. My tech channel, right, is small. There's only 178 people right now. It's a small channel. So I'm 178, I think it is. I talked about optimum fiber. I made a review video on 60 days using optimum fiber, what I thought about it. And it's about 5,900 something. It's almost 6,000 views right now. That's not a lot. It's almost been around for a year. That's not that much. It's okay. But there's another video. It's a short video. The guy got over 1 million views. The same thing I talked about. In fact, I broke it down. I broke that down even more. Why didn't I get 1 million views on it? And when I did the search, my video is number 1 on the search. But his video got 1 million views. You see what I'm saying? Because my channel right now is not monetized on YouTube. In YouTube, on that channel's not. This channel's monetized. That channel's not monetized. So maybe that's the reason why they didn't blow it up. Sometimes YouTube will blow up a video if it's monetized. And trust me, in that video, I come up in the search. I'm number 1 on number. I usually number 2 on that video. If you put optimum fiber internet, my video will be number 1 and number 2. You can search it right now. But there's other videos below or that got over 1 million views. Just talking about optimum fiber. And my video only got 6,000 views or almost 6,000 views. So sometimes it's, if your channel's not that popular, you know what I mean? I'm about to make the year review on it now. I'm gonna make that one soon on that channel because I gotta answer questions on that one too. The people put a whole bunch of comments on it already, so I got about 3 or 4 questions out of it. So I'm gonna do a Q&A on that one, and I'm hoping that video, the next one, blows up the channel. Because it's 1 million views on optimum fiber video. When I made the same video and I didn't get 1 million views on it, it's like that's messed up. And I think it has to do with your channel. It has to do how popular your channel is, if it's monetized, things like that. You might get shadow banned if YouTube doesn't like certain things about your channel. That could also be it. Because my channel, I'm telling you, the same video. His was a short video. He just does a speed test. That's all he did. He just did a speed test. And his video got 1 million views. Just for a speed test. And my video covers all that and more. I talked about it for a minute. I forgot how long that video is. I only get 6,000 views. So sometimes it's the most stupidest, mundane thing. You get a lot more views than something you covered. I'm telling you, it's just weird. It's weird. If I even go to Google, let me search Google. I'm going to put optimum. See, optimum 10 gig came up already. Optimum 1 gig. Internet speed. Let me just try that search. If I go into videos, let me see videos on Google. So even on Google, if I type, I'll show you right now. See, even on Google, I'm number 2. If I put optimum 1 gig internet speed, that's a website, that's Facebook, I'm number 2. Number 3, that's my video. Number 3 in all of Google. I should have got over 1 million views already. Why I only got 6,000 views on this? And I did that. It's going into January 8th, 2023. So it's already been a few months. It'll be over a year. You would think that video will be like 300,000 views or something. At least they got me listed there. At least Google has me listed also there. Now on YouTube, I will be number 1. And that video, if you put that search on YouTube, I usually come up number 1. Why I don't have 1 million views? When there's a video before lower than me, he has over 1 million views. 1 million views. So sometimes it's just crazy. Sometimes he just, but it's a short video. And all he's doing is a speed test. It's ridiculous. And it's 8 gig. The one that he's doing is because now Optima has 8 gig speed. So I guess he's doing a speed test for 8 gig. So, and that's one of the questions I got here. I need to answer that question. You say, because I mentioned it in there. I already mentioned it that I showed them in there. I did a speed test. I guess they want to update it one. I don't know. Sometimes people actually question and they don't go through the whole video. Like if you went through the whole video, I told them. I told them what kind of speed test that I get. Because I learned that too, that sometimes depending on your computer, it affects your speed test. My laptop, even though it has gigabit Ethernet card, right? It has gigabit Ethernet. When I do a speed test on that laptop, I get like 600 megabits per second download speed. My upload speed is like 600, something like that. On this laptop, when I do the speed test, I get close to 1 gig. I get like 940 something megabits per second on this one. And then the upload speed is also 900, it's like 900 and 900 with this computer. I don't know, it's because maybe the network card on this one is better. But I know that on the laptop it's not that fast. It's not but this network card up here and this one it seems to take advantage of that. So sometimes, depending on what computer you want, you might not get the best speed because either the network card or overall, maybe the computer itself is too slow to whatever it is. I noticed that. Even this computer, this one, this is all-in-one Lenovo. I noticed that when I did the speed test on this one, it was fast too. So that network controller in there is fast. It's a good one. But the one on my laptop, and it's a gigabit card too in there in the laptop, but it's slower for some reason. It's just I don't. So when I made that video, I made it on my laptop. So when I make the updated video of that one, I'm gonna do it on this computer. I could do a speed test here. Because that one, I was telling people that I was getting about 600-700. I never got the 900. And this computer, I got all the way up to 9 something, close to the gigabit. So I find that interesting that a video that I just did a speed test got over 1 million views, and my video didn't even get, it's not even 10,000 views. It's only 6,000 views. So I'm going to go on there right now. Let me click on the link. Let me pause it. I don't want to. So yeah, 5,000. No, it's not even. It's 5,200. So not even 6,000. It's 5,293. 62 likes. 27 comments. All right. So you see, it's like another contact. Yeah. So it's weird. It's weird that this video didn't get a lot more views than yeah. I'm reading some of the comments. Some of them are like, some people they just they say I ramble this and that. I'm like, shut up, whatever. I say, you know what? Normally the people that make those comments, they don't have no channels. They have no channels. They have nothing. They're like, all right, got a contact here. Another one. Trying to get a new statement. I'm gonna show you in a minute what I'm up against, because I really want to get all 50 states on 10 meters before I get my other before I get my next license. Because it'd be nice if I could do it all on 10 meters. So I got about 20. I'll check in a few minutes. Let me see. Okay. Okay. So let me go here. Let me add this guy. Cheyenne, Wyoming. Okay, I already got Wyoming, so I'm not a new state. The last few times I got new states. I'm trying to get the more. I'm trying to do more on 10 meters. Because I already hit 1 year, but I really didn't start until January. I'm bending down like that. I have to bend. I don't want to bring the table back down. So I'll show you. Let me show you. Let me go over here. And we're on the 3rd hour now, so whatever. I think everybody, 9 people watching, 20 likes. That's fine. So it's all 10 meters, by the way. USA, I have 28 out of 50. You see, 28 out of 50 states. This is all 10 meters, by the way. Like I said, I have a technician license. I don't have my general yet. Eventually, I'll get my general, but I would like to get this all on 10 meters. That would be nice. Of course, if I had my general, this would have been gone already. But I'm trying to do it with the 10 meters. Because, you have mix. You got the mix, and I would have got it. Even if I use my handheld, I could probably, on VHF and so on. But I want to do it all on this particular. All right. So, of course, it's mix. And they also have, phone, which I don't have nothing there. And then the country one is right here. So I only have 33 out of 100 to get that first. All right. Then the continents. I need one more. I need this continent to get the that one. So that's all on 10 meters. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to at least get the all 50 states. That would be nice on eventually I'm gonna get it anyway. You're gonna get it anyway, but especially if I get the general. If I get the general, but I would like to do it on 10 and just there's something to look, it's something to kind of look forward to. Then there was a couple, and of course there's the European one. Europe, I forget what is it now. It's not 19 out of 66. Yeah, Frank F is it? I think your call. I remember. I saw you. I think your call sign isn't it F0 DUW something like that. I forgot. SWL contest 2023. Yeah, because I seen your postings. How can I miss it? Yeah. So it's yeah F0 DUW. Okay, Frank. Yeah. So the shortwave contest. What exactly is it? November 1st. Okay, look it up on Google. Okay. Well, if anybody interested, you can go look it up on Google. The SWO contest. So we're listening contest. So I see that. What do people win there? They just win another radio or something, or AM radio on medium wave? Because I went to, I think I went to your website. Yeah, your blog. You have it on your blog, right? You have a blog, right? AM radios on medium wave and shortwave. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because I think I seen your post on the SH Data group on Facebook. Yes, I have many sponsors. Okay, that's cool. Yes, I think on yeah, because I know I think I seen it on okay at Facebook. Okay, so SH Data. I know I seen you on SH Data group because I'm in the SH Data group. I'm in the SH Data group. I mentioned the other day that I think the SH Data group is too many people putting stuff that they shouldn't be putting there. But this is related to that's fine. But I seen people post other stuff like nothing related to the radio at all, and I can't stand that. I was very close to leaving the group because of that. It's just annoying. So you're on 60 groups, okay? Yeah, I'm not that. I don't have not that many groups. I'm on Facebook. I'm maybe on radio related groups, maybe 10. Radio related, I'm gonna say 10 because I just there's too many of them, and some of them I just can't. I just don't, Some of them are just spam groups, and the rest of them are not radio related. But I think 10. I think I'm around 10. I have one group myself. I have a private group. I have a like page and a private group. That's what I have. And then I'm on I know official SWL channel. I'm on his group. SS Data. I'm on that group. I'm on a Yesu group for this radio. And a couple of CB group. A couple of groups. Portable radio group. I forgot. There's one just portable radio group. I'm on that one too. So you're on 60 groups, okay. Yeah, so that's good. So anybody wanna get in that group and go to his blog. Your blog is what? I forgot what it is. Anyway, it's on the SH Data group. I know if I tell people to go to SH Data Facebook group, they'll find you there because I know that's where I seen your stuff at. So I'm gonna tell people just go to SH Data Facebook group. His post is there, and because I went through it. I read it. I'm not interested. I don't But if anybody interested in that, yeah. But and those that have good luck. Good luck on SLW contest 2023. And oh, you're French, okay. Let me see. I'm gonna go to Facebook over here. Let me see. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them the picture. So let me go to my account. Actually, I could go right here. I'll go to my account. Let me go right here. Let me try to find your. I'm in the SS Data group right now. I'm trying to find the. Okay, so I'm gonna show them the post. So this is the one. Frank, yeah, I recognize you. Frank, yeah. F0DUW. Okay, so this is the no, I'm not interested in being a sponsor. Thank you, but I'm not interested. It looks like you have a few of them. You have these sponsors here. And that's your blog right there. The ICOM Japan. Yeah. No, I need sponsors myself. That's what I want. My goal is to get sponsors here. I don't want to be a sponsor. So this is his blog. This is Frank's blog. icomjapan.blogspot.com. Okay. So there you go. So that's the all the information is there. So if you go to the SH Data group or just go straight to his blog, all the information is there. Right? So, and maybe you get a chance to win something. Radio. You can win a 5 radio. Okay. So there you go. Okay. I plug your spot for today. So anybody want to check out that, go check it out. You can watch my replay. And yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't want to give somebody this one. As much as I want to give this away, I don't want to give it to somebody. I think you know what I mean. I'll give them something of quality. I hate to say that, but after reviewing this one, yeah. Plus, I don't want to deal with shipping and all that. First of all, I don't have the budget for that. If I was rolling in dough, yeah, I wouldn't mind. But right now, that's not the case with me. I'm a man with limited budget. So, MFJ, Ananko, Esdera. Oh, that's good. Well, you got something. Well, that's good. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, so SH Data Group, you know, I'm trying to like this group, but I mean, it looks like they cleaned it up today. I see radio related stuff. That's good. Last few times I've been here, it's been spamming. People have been spamming some garbage. I mean, you know, you have 16 sponsors. That's good. Yeah. And also, my thing is with sponsors, I don't want to have sponsors here either because then I don't want to be limited to one brand. You know, so I don't have that here. I mean, SH Data has been good here. And I'm hopefully soon the reach out to me if they want another review of a radio. That's fine. I know Gradio has reached out to me here. They have a couple of other makers, but they're not well known. The other ones are not well known. So I do have a blog also, but my blog is basically what I post here goes in my blog, and that's all of that is on my pinned comment above. Is all my social media, all my blogs is there. Everything is there. So let me just even to donate. You can donate right here. Patreon. You know, Amazon store is right there. Actually, I'm gonna go check it for a minute because it was supposed to update. Oh, they did. They approved it. Because Amazon is tricky to approve videos. So I got my video up there on Amazon. The review of the Gradio is right here. Okay, so I got 2 videos on Amazon. So they approved it. I submitted this one yesterday. So they approved it. Thank you, Amazon. Finally, they approved. They turned down one video that I sent. So Amazon approved it. Thank you. I may do an Amazon live stream one day soon. I may do a live stream on Amazon just to showcase some things. Oh, never mind. I was going back to. Sorry. My bad. I got distracted there for a second. So these are all my channels. If anybody wants to subscribe to them, you can subscribe to this channel. My son's channels are here too. My Twitter is right here. Yeah, click on that. Hopefully something doesn't blow up my screen. Not now, please don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. So I'm almost at 2,000 followers right here. Twitter. I don't want to log into this one. You can follow me there. Of course, I got TikTok. I'm not gonna open a TikTok now because I don't. So all my social media is there. My blog is right there. So this is my shortwave blog. I'm gonna update this one soon. I want to update all these. These are all the radios that I own. I need to update. I got to add a few more. So these are all the radios that I own. These are all the antennas that I used or still own. And I had a couple of pictures. I need to update that. These are all, again, all my links are here. I even have a little shortwave audio archive you can listen to. You can listen to that on my blog. Of course, I'm also listed on with them, DX Zone. And what's going on here now? Oh my God, what's going on? Okay, it's taking. Okay, it's loading. So you see, I have a blog also, and I have my contacts here. This is all updated right here. You can do that, Frank. I have one. Right now, I have my radio store here. So this goes to my Amazon. I had a banner. I still have it, but this one is no longer. I need to update this one. This one actually. I also have this is AliExpress. They're one of my I have an affiliate with AliExpress also. So this banner is not Amazon. This is AliExpress. So if they click on this one and they go to AliExpress and order something, I get commission from AliExpress. Okay, so this is AliExpress, but you can put Amazon ad. This one was Amazon. Yeah, AliExpress. This was Amazon, but I'm gonna remove this one because this one is no longer active. Amazon changed their thing on it, so I need to remove this one. And of course, I got my counters. You have all that on your blog, right? You have counters. And if you want a link exchange, I could put your link, and you can put my link on your chat on your blog. We could link exchange. If you want a link exchange, you can contact me on my email. My email is gonna be right here. Let me show you my email. So what I'll do is when I place your link up, I'll send you a message. I'll contact you, telling you that I put my link up, and you can put my link on your blog. It's good to do that too. Link exchange is good for Google. It's good for the Google algorithm. That means your blog will get listed higher on Google. My blog will get listed higher on Google when they're looking for shortwave related blogs or something. I welcome link exchange. Anybody has a blog out there, a shortwave blog, contact me. I'm trying to find my email here. Email. Anyway, I'll post it on my. Well, I don't know about me being rich soon, but let me go back over here. But link exchange does help though. Because I've been doing websites for years. I've been doing websites for a long time. I used to have web servers. I used to rent the web servers and all that. So I'm gonna give you my email. I'm gonna put it right here. DannyRadioandTech@gmail.com. That's my email. So if you want, contact me on my email. Remind me. I'm gonna put your blog link on my blog link, and then you could return the link exchange. We could do a link exchange. I need to do that too more often. I need to link exchange with other blogs. I want my blog to, blow up a little bit, and things like that. I'm willing to link exchange with any if radio related. If you have a radio related blog out there, or a radio related website, hit me up, email and all that, and I'll link exchange with you. And my channel is different. My channel, I'll if you have a channel you want me to feature it on, that's a whole nother thing. For example, like right now, if you go to my channel, for example, my channel, if you go to the channels tab, these are all the channels that I'm featuring right now, right? Of course, they're all my channels. And my son, 2 channels. There's another channel. If you have a channel, you want me to feature the channel here, All you have to do is feature my channel on your channel page. You feature it here. I'll return the favor. That way you can get more subscribers to your channel and vice versa. That's another way of promoting. If you have a channel, you want me to feature your channel on my channel tab, you do the same for me. And that way, it's a win-win. You understand? Because channel tab is very important. I used to leave it open for everybody. I don't do that no more. I'm done with that. So now I feature channels there. I only put feature channels there. And that's the way I keep it now. All my channels are there. People can find me there too. Of course, on my about portion of the channel, I have links there. But all my links are on my link page. It's on the pinned comment on top on my link page. Hello, Richard Califano on WA2157SWL from a warm Albany, New York. Yeah, it's nice and warm here. So it's 75 degrees outside right now. It's clear. It's a beautiful day. And this is the last warm day for a long time. I know we're gonna start getting colder weather after tonight. So after tonight, it's gonna get a lot cooler. Yeah, you're gonna have to record. I'm gonna sign off soon. I've been out for 3 hours and 37 minutes now. And yeah, Richard. I still have to make that video. I've been busy with a lot of stuff. I want to but I think I'm gonna set this up for the basement. I talked about that earlier today about Wave DX and all that. I think I want to have another computer that I want to set up. I want to set this up with that computer because I want that one to start recording medium wave for DXing. But I'm working on the boiler room right now. So when I had to paint it and all that, do all that, then I want to set this up. When I set this up down there with all that, then I'll make that video about recording. But I know I didn't forget you. I didn't forget. Don't think I forget. I remember you asked that question. I know that Mike Ladd. Let me check his channel. Mike, if it's I forgot his, let me see Mike Ladd. Let me see if it comes up on his. No, because I don't know his call sign. Let me put Mike Ladd SDRPlay. I didn't forget. I don't forget. Mike Ladd. Okay, so his channel is. His call sign. Okay, let me just put his call sign then. Okay. Why this thing has to do this? Oh my God. Come on, bro. Oh God. Okay, I can't do this now because it's not letting me. Okay. I'm gonna put KD2KOG. I think that's his call sign. Let's see what comes up now. All right, so let me see. Oh, so this is his channel, Mike. Okay, that's his channel. I'm gonna put his channel on the. I'm gonna put his channel. He's the SDR guy. He works for SDRPlay. He has a video on that there too. Let me I'm gonna put. Let me copy the link first. Let me go to videos. Let me see if he has it there. Cause he made the. Oh, it's not here. Oh, he doesn't have it on this channel. Okay, so I'm gonna update it later on. When I update my blog, I'm gonna because I'm gonna post this one and I'm gonna put the link there. Thank you, Frank. I'm gonna reciprocate the link on my blog to your blog. I appreciate that, Frank. Thank you. I'm gonna do the same. I'll do it later on, and I'll let you know. Anyway, I'll do it. I appreciate that. Yeah, so he doesn't have it here. Oh, so why am I gonna give you his link then? SDRPlay. Let me see. I want to find that video because maybe that video can help you right now. Frank, yes, later, no problem. I will invite you to KFC or that would be cool. All right, SDRPlay. Let me see what is it. SDR Uno recording. Let me see that. I think it's that one. Record. Let me see this video come up. Yeah. Richard, here you go. I'm gonna give you two videos. You ever heard of 741? 741? Richard. So he made a video on that too. So I may not even make the video. If his video is good, I'm just gonna use that one. But I'm gonna make one anyway eventually. But let me open up this one first. I'm gonna click on this one. I'm gonna open a new tab first. Let me copy the link. Put it there. I'll put it in the description too. I need to watch his because I like he's a good YouTuber. 741. This is his on this. So that's the title recording. I'm gonna put the link right now. Hopefully that went through. So it's recording with SDRPlay, SDR Uno, and the RSP 1A. So he made a video. I right now have it muted because he's showing you. So that's one video. So that's 741. Okay, I'm gonna pause that one. And then the other one is, let me see who else I got there. How many people make this? So I just put that in the search. I'll show you. You know, I'm here to help people out. I don't have to make the video. If you can learn from that video, hey, then I just put SDRPlay, SDR Uno recording. So around the same time, 5 years ago. So this one also. This is SDRPlay's video. Okay. So I'm gonna open up the new tab. And then that one. And now I'm getting interruptions now. Oh my God. Are you kidding me now? Jesus Christ. I knew this was going to happen. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to sign off anyway. I'm not going to, well, maybe I'll come back on. I don't know. Buffering. Buffering. Here we go. Buffering. You're buffering or I'm buffering? Okay. JC is back. Okay. Yeah. So, Richard, I will look at those two links. Okay. It's back. Okay. Yeah, no, it was buffering over here too. And that when that's why I don't like opening too many videos when I'm streaming, because sometimes YouTube acts up and then oh my God, it drives me crazy. So yeah, I almost lost my feed there for a second. So yeah, anyway, I will SDRPlay, SDR Uno recording. I did that on the YouTube search. I found two videos already, but I think 741 is pretty good. I like the way he explains stuff. He's a good channel to check out. So 741 and also SDRPlay. So that's two videos you can watch there. I'm still gonna make mine eventually, but those I think those are good videos. Even though it's 5 years old, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Because basically, you have a snowball mic. Yeah, I have that one. It's not all that. It's okay. Actually, that one I had to fix it because the USB connector in the back was loose, so I fixed it. So now it's fine. But I already have bought this one. This one, the Fee Fine or Fi Fine, whatever you pronounce it. So now, and this one actually sounds better than this one. This is a lot more money than this one, and this is a better microphone. But I have that one as a backup in case this one ever. But I'm very happy with this one. So anyway, so take care, Richard. Anyway, so look at those videos first, and they should help you out with that because that's how I learned. I went through them. That's how I learned, and then. But eventually, I want to make one anyway. But yeah, I would just go through them. All right, and let me see what else. Last time I went to KFC. All right, take care, Frank. And I'll update the link later. I'll put your link on my blog. And anybody else that has a radio related blog or whatever, they want to link to my blog. Go to all my links page is above there, and you go to my blog. It's DannyRadio.blogspot.com. Let me go right here to my blog one more time. That is my blog there, because I'm going to be adding more stuff to that blog soon. Right now, my blog has all the everything I post here goes there. So this live stream, when it's over, it'll go there, and so on. Because I'm also going to be posting in other groups, other live streams soon. I'm thinking, like I said, I'm thinking about doing a Facebook live stream soon. He's not only relegated to YouTube, but I have other things I want to also do. You know. So I'm gonna add your link as soon as it's over. And give me about I'm gonna eat something, then I'll update my. And thank you for that. Your show has so much information. I appreciate that, Richard. Thank you. Yeah, 741. I watch his channel too. He's a very informative, smart guy. So take care. 73. Good night. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. You too. I'm gonna sign off myself. Just want to read the last couple of things. I don't want to miss anybody here. All right, so I'm gonna sign off now. So there you go. Live chat. Just put that there for a second. So anyway, so everybody, thank you for watching. 3 hours and 48 minutes. I think it was a good long show. Let me lower this. Let me just fix that before I sign off over here. So anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, share the videos, like the videos. Also subscribe to my channel. 89% of people that watch my video, my live stream, are not subscribed. I don't know why. Just give me a chance, Don't just watch my video, subscribe. It really helps out. It helps to get the word out. It helps the algorithm. I had 9 people watching right now. I didn't hit 20 today. Last weekend I had 22 people watching the most. Today I didn't even get near it. It was a beautiful day outside today. A lot of people outside enjoying the weather. But yeah, subscribe to my channel, Also share the link. Share the link. Also, like I said, on my pinned comment, I have all my other social media there. I have other channels too. They're all listed there. I have a retro gaming channel. I'm gonna post soon. I'm just finalizing fixing up a couple of things here. I'm gonna be live streaming on that again. It's been a few weeks since I live streamed on the retro gaming channel. I need to get back on that channel. My tech channel, I will be posting soon. I have a finance channel. I need to be posting that soon. I want to post more content on that, but I want to see the numbers go up a little bit. Motivate me. So all right. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.